Or just smash your mouse button repeatedly like I do and hope for the best.
Each champion has an incredible array of skills and items to let you customize your style and play even further.
Farther. Farther means more distant. Further is figurative.
Well, I meant more distant, but figuratively.
That's forther.
Well, customize your style even further, because Idle Champions of the Forgotten Realms is available on all your favorite gaming platforms. Steam for PC and Mac, Web, Epic Game Store, PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, Nintendo Switch, iOS tablets, and Android devices.
Hello, and welcome to our appropriately late night, I think, game of Vampire the Masquerade here for GaryCon. Thank you to all of our friends that are tuning in live with us here stateside. Thank you to all of our friends over in Europe that are tuning in here. I know it is very early in the morning, so if you're watching over in Europe, thank you very much. If you're watching here in America, it's late. Thank you very much. Before we get into our story, I want to introduce these wonderful people and who they are and who they are playing, beginning with our returning champions from our Gamehole Con game, starting with Satine.
Hi everyone, I'm Satine Phoenix, host of Game Master Tips on Geek and Sundry, and creator of Satine's Quest, luxury travel gaming adventures. I am Celestial. I am a Ventru. My whole world is falling apart. Empire's down. And she's snapped. She had to sell all her Louis Vuitton and her Gucci and everything. But I'll role play that.
I mean, it is a storytelling game of personal horror. It's what's worse than having to liquidate the red bottoms.
Yeah.
I went into my Swarovski. I'm almost okay.
No, baby, no.
Jamison.
I am Jamison Stone. I'm the founder and CEO of Apotheosis Studios, and very honored to be part of Satine's Quest as well. And I'm playing V. V was a rock star who was out in the open about being a vampire as his shtick for his stage performances. And now he has been able to make some new friends in this crazy aftermath that we have found ourselves in.
Excellent. Harley.
Hi, my name is Harley Kane. I am a cosplayer, content creator. I do cool shit on the internet. So, and I am playing Viola. Went by Vi, but we're gonna go with Viola since I've been sticking around with V and Celeste. I am of the Ministry, and I am kind of the femme fatale, vintage starlet character, and I'm excited to see where we go.
Excellent. Also, on behalf of me personally, thank you, because V and Vi was pretty difficult to juggle last time, but I was like, but here we are, you know? So yeah, I'm glad I get to Viola. Eric.
Hi, my name is Eric Campbell. I'm on socials at 16-bit Eric. I am the co-owner of the Streampunks role-playing group, and we are a bunch of Geek and Sundry alumni that still game together on Monday nights on Q Times. And I am playing Lachlan Aravnos, and that's all I'll say.
What else is there to say, right?
What else is there to say?
Blue Jay.
Hi, everybody. I'm Blue Jay. I am a model and pretty much do whatever I want whenever I want, which is the best job that anyone could ever have. I'm playing Yana Rescind. She is a thin blood. And she's pretty recently turned and kind of just figuring it out. Yeah.
When she told me she wanted to play a thin blood, y'all, I was like, thanks, I hate it, but okay.
I'm just here to make your life harder, you know?
It's true. You know, hey, the Duskborn are important. They got feelings and stuff, I guess. And last, but certainly not least, Adriana.
Hello, hi, my name is Adriana, and I'm also a content creator. I play a lot of games on my Twitch channel as well, do a lot of TTRPG shows. But yes, I am playing Dana Flores. Loner abhors the cities, and she is Clan Gangrel.
Excellent. And last but not least, I guess I can say non-ironically, TV's B. Dave Walters. So, our Our story begins in Los Angeles. It has been a difficult time for the kindred of Los Angeles, as recently the Second Inquisition has swept through and burned most of your lives to the ground. In a single night, the overwhelming majority of the kindred in the city were either destroyed or taken into captivity by the Second Inquisition. Those of you that managed to survive or elude them have found since then your lives have been completely compromised. Your identities have been outed as known monsters. Those of you that were in the public eye have been forced to retreat. Some of you that already existed in private. This has not necessarily been so terrible a change of affairs, but it has definitely made for strange bedfellows and new alliances that have been necessary just to keep your head on your shoulders night to night. In the wake of all of this and a strike back against the Second Inquisition that seems to have at least temporarily halted their advancement into the city, and a declaration that Los Angeles would be the new, actually all of California would be the new anarch-free state. The power balance has shifted radically. The entire board has been upset, and everyone is scrambling to carve out their new piece of the new normal while still trying to find a way to elude, capture, destruction, or in some cases worse, because there are in fact some fates that are worse than death. Our story begins in North Hollywood at an apartment complex that is a safe house run by the ministry. They are a group of kindred who, at least overtly, are allies with Baron Victor Temple here in the Valley, but in light of recent events have very much retracted back into themselves and essentially protected themselves as a way to survive, and now have taken to bringing in wayward kindred that they can keep and protect in exchange for boons that I'm sure will be quite reasonable when called in. You know, far be it from the ministry to actively exploit people's weaknesses and points of vulnerability. We wouldn't know anything about that. Viola, you have been instrumental in gaining entrance into this safe house for your newfound friends Celeste and V. Tell me, in light of the events of the last month or so, in light of her identity being exposed, of her safe houses, her women's shelters, of all of these things largely being compromised, how has Viola survived this last month?
Yeah, Viola has had to completely disappear off the radar. Not only for being a vampire, but she has a bit of infamy as well. So she's completely disappeared. She, very much was, lightly on her cell phone and things like that. Nothing. Everything is gone. She's just completely disappeared. And has stuck around with V and Celeste.
Tell me, what does Viola look like?
Viola looks very similar to how I look.
So marvelous.
Short, dark, black hair. However, it's probably finger waved, vintage. She'd probably be wearing this too. A white button-up shirt. She looks fabulous, even though she's on the run. She always has her red lipstick on her.
Viola, at the appointed time on this Saturday night, you've made your way to this apartment complex, and you were told specifically to come to the door of the washroom and to knock 3 times.
Okay, so I've just been told this, yeah?
This is the word you were given. Be here at this time, knock on the door 3 times.
Well, V, Celeste, I've received some information. Do you want to come with me or should I go alone?
Why not? I have nowhere else to be. I don't know what else to do with myself.
Just don't slow me down.
I think at this point, none of us should go alone. However, I think it's worth mentioning that any information that we get at this point is suspect. Again, I have been receiving much communication from my fan base, the humans, but I can't tell if those are people who genuinely wish to become vampires like us now that they know that we're out here, or that they are hunters masquerading now as people trying to become kindred.
Important point of clarification, V. Here, in light of this, has V still been posting on message boards, interacting with his fans, or have you been like, tell me how's V spent this last month? Same thing. Now, you are a rock star, as we established. Your public persona was as a vampire, but it was all part of the gag. But now you've been outed as an actual vampire. So what has V been doing over this last month?
Oh, V's leaned in 100%. Completely. Yes, I am a vampire. Yes, vampires exist. And you liked me then, you will like me now. And now I can be open about what I and my fellow kindred are doing. If you would like to join us, please do. And messages have been coming in, people wanting to become kindred. But we know that many of those are also potentially hidden threats of people trying to kill us.
Lachlan, I just smash cut to off in the distance, Baron Victor Temple with that exact same reaction of the.
I was gonna say Viola does not approve. I am probably very actively upset at you, V, but I'm also kind of freaking out. So
now hang on a second here. One second. Celeste. Same thing. I will, because I am nothing if not merciful, Celeste, one of your 5 assistants.
Oh, thank goodness.
Remains.
I was freaking out for a second.
Which
Morning
one of them
Alice.
is Morning Alice made it through?
Morning Alice.
Morning.
Yep.
Unfortunately, she doesn't function well late night, which is when we're all up. So it's been a little rocky.
I'm going to say Morning Alice, you had sent her up to Napa to scout out some business opportunities. So she wasn't there when the raid hit. And now you are down to the you are down to the one who stands there with very dark circles under her eyes after multiple late nights with you, stifling a yawn. Is there anything I can get you, Miss Celeste? It's very difficult not being able to use my cell phone, but I can run and make a call at the one payphone left in North Hollywood if I need to again.
No, I've sold the last of my jewelry and the last of my clothes, and you've brought me this go bag. I'm really glad that we planned on this, and I should have brought something better than, Pumas are fine, but my Lulu looks great on me. No, but I'm gonna need you to just kind of like be right here at my 7 o'clock.
But you do look magnificent, ma'am. You have a very fabletics thing going on now.
Thanks.
That I think it's when this is all cleared up, I know we'll have like some fantastic new product lines we can launch out of this. We can have fitness boot camps.
If you can find, and she like leans in. If you can find at least one of our clients that has been eating right and still takes the vitamins that we've sold them, I just want one. I just want one of them. I've been eating garbage this whole time.
For what it's worth, ma'am, I've been sticking to our very rigorous diet.
Thank you.
That
just rolling
actually
my eyes.
brings up a very important point. I need all of you to make your nightly rouse check. What that means, actually, you don't have to, Jonna. The rest of them do.
Yeah.
Oh.
I come in, I'm having McDonald's. I'm like,
yeah. I'm like, we'll get to the Duskborn heresy soon enough. But for the real monsters here, all of you, you're gonna roll 1 blood die. Everybody wakes up with a hunger of at least 1. If you have numbered dice, and this is true for everything, by the way, 1 through 5 is a fail. 6 through 10 is a success.
fail.
That is a fail.
That is fail.
Success.
Good. Success. And
Rolling for story.
Dana.
Success.
Excellent. Well, it makes sense that the three of you that have been most desperate on the run are showing up the hungriest here. 1 second here. All right, just checking one thing. Excellent. So that means for Viola, V, and Celeste, you are starting at hunger 2. The rest of you are starting at hunger 1 or hunger 0, such as it is. Excellent. When you arrive at the door, well, I guess one important thing that I've yet to ask is what does Celeste look like?
Celeste looks, she usually has her hair pulled very tight in a bun, sunglasses, business suit. Now she's wearing workout gear and her hair is really tousled. She's been getting fashion advice from V, so she's a little on edge, wearing more eyeliner. She looks like she's trying to hold herself together and it's failing very, very badly. She's like,
and
slumming it is making her snap.
in V, now underground rock star, what does V look like?
He looks just like me, but potentially a little bit more dirt under his blue nails. And I think for him, he's actually relieved at this point because he's been living this lie for so long, and kind of is curious, like, what's going to happen now? Like, what are they going to do?
You all arrive at the appointed place at the appointed time. Would you like to knock on the door?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and knock.
Wait. Listen, Alice. Morning, Alice. Can you just tell her what to do in case it blows up in our faces?
When Alice steps in front of me, I'm just gonna smell kind of good.
Thank you. I'm on a very rigorous juice cleanse. 12 days out of every 30, I don't consume any solid food, and it's a beet and carrot extract. Sorry, ma'am. Sorry, I'm just used to going into the,
I'm sure you are. And are you gonna knock now?
Yeah, I guess you're not really a prospect for carrot and beet smoothies, are you?
No, but no. Go ahead and knock though.
Okay, if this is a horrible trap and this door is about to explode, may I just say, Miss Celeste, working for you has been the honor of a lifetime. I'm just gonna.
Oh, Alice, you'll be fine. Come on.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm
I'm just gonna step in front of her and knock 3 times.
I'm feeling a little hungry, Alice.
She immediately covers her head and dives out of the way as you knock. And a moment later, the door opens up, and you all see a man standing there wearing what looks almost like a hempen robe. He looks almost like a medieval friar or some sort. He probably is young, but he has a thick, leathery skin that it's like he's gotten way too much sun, in a very stern and piercing gaze through kind of slightly sunken in eyes. And he just looks at you and he's like, Viola?
And remind me your name. Do I know you?
My name is Artem.
Artem. And I'm just gonna very lightly touch his robe. You haven't updated anything in a while, huh?
I like to put my efforts elsewhere. The time spent on adornments distracts me from the true pleasures of the flesh.
Very good. Can we come in?
Well, you can, cousin, but
They're with me. For now.
V is not accustomed to being kind of barred at any door. Usually people, pay him to come into parties. So he's going to just, of course, assume that this is then, VIP list.
So that is to say, you will be responsible for them and their conduct in our house.
I'm gonna turn around and look at both of them. Can you guys just like maybe not, embarrass me? I know. Yeah.
It- Morning Alice speaks up. She's like, you don't want them to be themselves.
Morning, Alice. Right? Morning, Alice. Afternoon, Alice.
I suppose I'm all day Alice currently, but I was morning Alice.
I
Yes,
don't
that's-
really. I'm just gonna grab like a lock of her hair. You do smell so good. You really do. And I don't think it's the carrots.
I grab her hand. I'm like, no. You don't get to just touch her.
She's
That's fine.
ours. She's ours.
It's ours.
Fine. Just
Well,
Kid?
Chervel, come now. Nothing to be worried about. What do we have here?
fine, I'll be responsible. Be good.
We will be fine. Be good.
Is he steps aside and it looks like a very grimy old laundry room that probably hasn't been updated since the late 70s. The lights are dirty and hang thick with the accumulation of generations of dead bugs. The washing machines that are coin operated are pocked with rust along the edges and sit kind of like off kilter. And the room couldn't be more than 10 feet across. And he just steps aside and motions for you to come in.
Thank
I
you kindly,
close
sir.
my eyes and I'm holding on to V. I'm just like, God, just
It's okay. Come on.
I'm walking right in.
As you walk in, he comes behind you and he walks over towards the soap dispenser that is coin operated there. And he turns and looks at you, Viola, and he says, I assume you have brought the proper alms. Which, Viola, there's a certain coin he means, and you do have it in your possession.
Yeah, I have my, my little clutch, and I just pull it out. You think I wouldn't?
I would never underestimate you, cousin. Please make the deposit in the offering box.
I'll walk up to it and drop in the coin.
It clinks for a second and you hear the coin deposit and the telltale chink of it hitting at the bottom. And a moment later, you hear and the whole wall begins to slide open, revealing a much larger room with people inside already. There's maybe a dozen or so. There are couches, tables, chairs. It is very richly appointed. It is a very stark contrast to the room that you see here. There are reds and purples and velvets. The whole thing just radiates hedonism. And in the middle of the room, Jana, what does she look like and what would she be doing in such a place?
It's Yana.
Yana, sorry.
I know. Yeah, I know. It's a J, but it's her. Yeah, I know.
It's again, it can't be easy. So no, don't worry about it.
Yana is you said there's a bunch of couches. So she's currently lounging on one of these couches. She has a very long, thin frame and long, almost black hair, currently in a braid to one side of her on her shoulder. She's wearing all black, a collared shirt and some black jeans. And she is actually just she's got a bag of McDonald's and is just eating fries out of it and absentmindedly scrolling through Instagram on her phone.
On her phone?
Also, Yana has the blush of life in her cheeks, so she would look different from anyone else in the room because she actually looks alive.
Yana, roll your wits plus awareness for me, please.
Okay. I have this.
You do. Since I will say I happen to know we have a varying spectrum of familiarity with this game when basically that's the way this game works. When they want to do something, I will generally say roll this plus this. So if you have 3 dice worth of wits, 2 dice worth of awareness, you're going to roll 5 dice. You'll replace some of them with your blood dice. That's not a problem Yana has.
I have 4 successes.
Yana, you are aware that as you're scrolling through your phone, people are absolutely staring daggers at you, like you are going to kill us all with that thing. But no one approaches you, but they're all like, however, you do notice a dog staring at you, intently whining for a French fry. Lachlan, what does Achilles look like?
Achilles is a very large jet black German Shepherd with amber colored eyes. They are clearly not a normal dog's eyes. This is a dog that's been given the blood. So very large. Yeah.
Lachlan. Yeah.
I don't pay attention to anyone else staring daggers except for to maybe like raise my eyebrows a couple times. But I do turn to look at Achilles, and I look at whomever seems to be like the owner of Achilles. And I take a French fry and I just like very slowly like put it towards my mouth.
I can tell you Achilles probably does that thing that dogs do where just staring motionless, and the closer it gets to the lips just goes just watches.
What does Lachlan look like, by the way?
Lachlan is about I guess he's about 5'10". The best way to describe him is he looks like a young Peter Cushing. So I would say very angular features and cheekbones you could probably cut a window with. He looks like he's probably in his 40s, also wearing the hat and whatnot, a leather jacket, like a plaid button up underneath it, and boots and jeans that have been worn out. He looks like he looks very like normal, like somebody who could easily blend into a crowd.
Important question for all of you. Do any of you have ranks in either fame or infamy? I know Viola's got some infamy. Celeste also has some infamy.
I have influence. Does that is that gonna it's
influence
a flaw,
is a different thing, but that's good. Yeah, okay. All right.
I have an enemy. I don't know if
that's relevant to my interests. Yes, excellent. No problem at all.
He has both fame and influence.
Fame and influence. Excellent. Lachlan, as you see Achilles staring at this woman eating French fries and on her cell phone, what does Lachlan do?
Lachlan will just approach with a small grin on his face, and he'll squat down next to Achilles and just start rubbing like the thick fur on the back. You know, the German Shepherds get that thick mane on the back of their neck, and you can just see that whole like body shaking as he just kind of gives a good scrub, and he goes, "What do you want for a French fry?"
Is he allowed to? I wasn't going to feed him without.
Oh yeah, no, you could give him a French fry. He's all right. Thanks for asking. Always appreciated. But no, you can feed the bastard. Go on then.
And she grabs another one out of the bag, and then she's like very slowly like offering it to him, trying to not like, make any jerky movements. And
oh, he's such a puppy. Like he would come up and start licking your hand and like and yeah, tail wagging and everything. And Lachlan will just say, "Oh no, you don't have to worry about him. He's a good boy."
Oh, well, then I'll give him a couple pets too. Like after I give him
the he's absolutely like and then Lachlan will take that moment of like the sort of like, now that he's made the connection, he goes, "You should really put that phone away, love."
Oh, I'm not like, my location's not on or anything. I've learned that much at least.
Yeah. Look, I got to be honest. I don't know that much about how they do it, but yeah.
Oh no, this is jailbroken. There's no like GPS or anything on it. It should be fine. I mean, at least I hope. I'm not like a techie, but.
Oh, well. All right then. But just to give you a heads up, you're going to have to explain this to everyone that comes up to you.
I can see them all staring at me.
They just want your French fries. Don't worry about it.
I'm Yana, by the way.
Lachlan, it's nice to meet you.
And who's this? And she like pets the dog again.
Yeah, this is Achilles.
Oh, aren't you?
Fun fact, I named him after Justin Achilles.
Hey.
Yeah, he's a good boy, this one. You don't have to worry about him.
Justin Achilles is a good boy too.
Yeah. But he says, yeah, he only gets agitated when people get pushy with me. You don't have to worry about it.
Well, then
What-
I'll do my best not to get pushy with you.
What does Yana look like?
I did describe her. She's got long
Oh.
black hair and blush of life and all black
Oh, yes,
everything.
yes.
Yeah.
All black everything. You can't help but notice as they make their way into the room, a man with brilliant blue hair, accompanied by two gorgeous women that come in and sort of survey the room. Lachlan and Yana.
I did neglect to mention that there is like a massive crescent-shaped scar on Yana's collarbone. I think that's probably worth saying.
Crescent-shaped scar. Excellent. Lachlan and Yana, give me your wits plus streetwise.
So be it. Streetwise 2.
And replace with one of those dice with one of your blood dice. Again, for those of you using numbered dice, if you get a 1 or a 10, always let me know, because pending the situation, good or bad things happen. Always good things for me. May or may not be good things for you happen, pending how it goes.
I
So I
again got 4 successes, and one of them was a 0, a 10. But
Okay.
you.
All right. 4.
So 4. I got a crit and 2 successes.
Dang.
So 6 total.
Yeah. It's never gonna happen again. I'm only rolling 4 dice, so that's amazing.
Yana,
Yes.
the two women fit the description of women you've been told about. Viola, a little bit a woman after your own heart, in the sense that people that cross her seem to disappear. It's weird, in strange, unexplained circumstances. Celeste, everyone just always says something like, oh, you know about her. And you're like, no, I don't know, actually. And then they don't say anything else except just, Lachlan, you, however, keeping your ear to the ground, know that these three at least fit the description of some people that were at the Maharani the night it got hit.
Oh.
The feds hit the place hard. There was a protracted gun battle, and some kindred narrowly escaped with the help of the Nosferatu. These three definitely look like the ones, some of the ones you were told made it out, amongst far too many that didn't.
Lachlan is going to immediately just go, oh, shit. Well, anyone who's going to be staring daggers at you for using a cell phone is going to change their mind and stare at these lot right here. Which one you want to bet's a blue blood? You want to place bets?
So Celeste, as soon as she walks in and sees Yana with that phone, I snap my fingers and I go like this to Morning Alice. And so this is a routine that her and I have done, where she would walk up to Yana, start a conversation, and I will immediately grab the phone out of her hand without saying anything and step on it.
To see you try.
Well, let's find out. So Morning Alice does as instructed. However, Celeste, give me your dexterity in either athletics or brawl, whichever's higher.
Boy.
And V will be right anytime that she's moving. V will be right behind her.
And so there's the other thing is V remembers, I hope V remembers that
100%.
Okay, you know where I'm going with this. So I also, because I'm the whole time I'm like, and now I'm just like, what the, and boom. Okay.
So one other thing to remember, all of you, again, except Yana, have, she does not get the drawbacks of the blood, but she does not get some of the benefits of the blood.
I do have the beast though.
Yeah. Oh,
I
know.
took a thin blood flaw.
Yeah. Excellent. You all have the ability to do something called rousing the blood, where you can make a hunger check. There's a chance that you will go higher. Your hunger will increase, but you can raise any one of your attributes. Yana, to defend against this, You can give me your dexterity plus either athletics or brawl, whichever's higher. If you have a relevant ability or thin blood alchemy or anything of the sort, please do let me know.
I do have thin blood alchemy, but the only thing thing I have that might be relevant would be far reach, and I don't think that I can use it to like guide my hand or like push anyone. Plus,
No.
I would need to have. I think I brew my alchemical things in humans, so
Right.
I will
Perfect.
also
relevant.
activate. I think awe is appropriate, or is it entrancement?
Well, that would be two different things. If you want to
Okay.
try and entrance her, you can try and entrance her before you take the phone, or you can just try and snatch it. Whichever one you want to do.
I'll try to snatch it first, and if that doesn't work, I think awe is more appropriate.
Entrancement will probably try and get you where you're trying to go, because awe will make everyone in the room pay attention to you. Entrancement will theoretically captivate her alone, but we'll have to roll it and see. However, first, dex in athletics or brawl, Yana.
So is it a 6 and up is success?
Yes.
Okay, then I have 2 successes.
Haha.
She does manage to swipe your phone, Yana, but I will give you a second to try something else before she can stomp on it. You see, Morning Alice does walk up to you. Oh my God, French fries, I'm starving. And this wild woman just snatches your device.
So, and seeing this Game Master, if I may, I'd like to use my rapid reflexes to try to impede anything that Yana might do against Celeste.
Yana's not gonna like take an aggressive move. So don't like I maybe it's because I see V being like ready. But she definitely is like, I knew that some people might have issue with the phone, but I swear I've done everything in my power to make it safe.
There's no way to turn off the GPS of these devices. If you understand how a cell phone works, you know that. You endanger all of us, and you should know better. Otherwise, you shouldn't be here.
The moment Celeste cracks the phone, an audible wave of relief goes through the room. It's like,
and I would then say loud, again, V is used to commanding audiences. Who let this one hear, knowing such things?
Dana.
Wait a minute.
Wait, Dana. Over in the corner, Dana. You hear a voice, but you don't see anyone that says, I thought this was going to be an easy job, but we might be needed to do some cleanup soon, it seems.
Show yourself. I don't have time for this.
Yeah, but I mean, it's better this way. When I make my grand entrance, it has more impact.
Freaking Los Angeles types and your grand entrances. Just show yourself, please.
Oh, come on. I know you, edgy girl. You're going to get to hurt somebody soon. But hey, let's place a bet. Okay? You see those 5 over there? Which one do you think's the real badass?
Can I answer with none?
Gangrel, all the same. What does Dana look like?
Dana has wild dark brown hair, goes past her shoulders, just clad in like a really worn black leather jacket, simple like black pants, black boots, black shirt, just all dark. She's about 5'5", and yeah.
Hey, what do you say after all this gets wrapped up? Maybe we go get a drink somewhere. I know this frat house that's like a block over. Those kids are on everything.
Oh, that's so cute. I'd love to buy you some bleach.
See, now you're just being hurtful. You all here in the middle of the room. And that same man, Artem, that opened the door for you all, steps forward and says, Miss Yana is here as our personal guest, as are all of you. I would request you all behave. And Mr. V, I assure you, we have signal scramblers all over the building. Her signals were getting neither in nor out. But she is far more technically capable than you might have assumed.
I'm gonna step out from behind Artem, and
Mhm.
I'm just gonna say, I told you guys to behave.
Wait a minute. I know you, don't I? You.
And he points at V and he goes,
Wait, yeah, you're the rock star, right?
Correct. He will do a large flourish of a bow.
Right,
You are-
right. You're the bastard that goes around telling everyone you're kindred, storming in here and smashing a woman's phone because they might find out we're here. You're like a giant bat signal the moment you walk in the damn door.
Well, that signal saved my friends and I when we were invaded. Where were you when things went down?
Well, that would be telling, wouldn't it?
Yes, telling, and I'm asking, where were you?
Well, let me think about that for a moment. Let's see. Oh, what's tonight? Is it Wednesday? Is it Tuesday?
He's just gonna ignore this man now and walk away.
I want to pick up Yana's phone. I'm gonna and pick up the broken phone
Mhm.
and just kind of hand it back to her. I apologize on their behalf. I'm
Um,
sure you know what you're doing, right?
I
This isn't
pull
the first
out-
cell phone that's been destroyed, so yeah.
I pull out the one I've been carrying for a month that got stomped on. I'm like, you don't know what they know. You
Yeah.
weren't there. And she like says that at Lachlan and Yana. You weren't there. You don't know.
Actually, Lachlan and Yana
Uh-huh.
both give me perception, wits plus awareness. Wits plus awareness. Perception checks is a very different game. While you're rolling
One
that for me,
success.
one success. All right, Lachlan.
oh, sorry, what am I rolling? A perception?
Wits and awareness.
Wits and awareness. Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
The perception check of vampire.
The perception check of
Okay.
vampire.
Wits awareness. I made sure because I was like, this is a B-Dave game, so you better take awareness.
I'm nothing if
ooh,
not consistent.
2 successes.
Underneath Celeste's athletic, her fabletic top, you can make out the tiniest hints of a burn that is not quite healed from where the hunter weapon went off and shot her at point blank range. There's kind of just little tendrils up and down her neck that have not quite gone away yet, as she's very much like, you don't know what they know.
Yeah, sorry. I kind of new to all of this, so I'll just
Look, if I can interject here for just a moment,
mm,
I think it's right to be a little traumatized about what happened recently because, you know, it's scary stuff for sure. But I'd like to just point out that I recognize the both of you. I'm not from LA and I know who the both of you are because you live out in the public eye. So I just want to put in perspective for just a moment. The two of you are expressing a lot of anxiety and getting really angry at a bunch of people in here for understandable reasons. But I'd like to point out that the both of you made the very risky choice of living in the eyes of the kine. And now it seems like maybe you're reaping what you sown. So let's all just take it down a notch, eh?
I think
Public
we all
or continue, please.
I think we all are reaping what all of us have sown, and we have leveraged our advantage quite tactfully. And I have no problem with it, nor do my fans and followers, but I interact with them intelligently, as does Celeste.
Yeah, but you know, I appreciate that, mate. But you're also, you're not the only vampire in the world. You know,
Clearly, we're here hopefully among friends.
Yes, you are definitely.
Public
I want
or
to make that
not,
clear.
public or not, we're all vampires and we're all at risk. My whole empire is gone. Doesn't matter anymore. Now I'm just a vampire.
Oh.
I just wanna,
I turned to Yana. That's the blue blood. $20. I found her.
I don't want to cause any problems. It's fine that you broke my phone. I want you to feel as safe as possible. I don't know. So like if this all hubbub is because of me, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we're all good here. I think we're fine.
Dana,
I feel much better now, honestly.
Dana,
Just-
you hear? Oh yes, go ahead,
Sorry, I
Viola.
was gonna say I'm just gonna like children. Okay, we've all been affected, and then I'm gonna turn to V. Haven't you been communicating with your fans on your phone?
Not on a cell phone. Clearly not on a cell phone.
I
As all of us just turn suddenly. Not on a cell phone.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say I don't just, and I'm gonna turn to Yana again. I do apologize, and just like a very sickly sweet smile, like,
She just like slowly eats another French fry.
and then I'm gonna kind of like and turn away.
Dana, you hear that voice again. Is she eating French fries? Is she breathing? What?
Yes, must be a thin blood or something.
It's a Duskborn. I've never tasted Duskborn before. It's a thin blood. They don't like it when you call them thin bloods. I don't
Oh,
think.
I'm sorry.
Makes
What is
them
it?
seem
Some fancy crepuscular.
Duskborn.
What is the
Just
word?
Duskborn. Doesn't sound so much more
Mercurian.
dramatic. Duskborn. Why don't, hey, new kid, why don't you go say hello? At least the dog will probably be interesting conversation.
I'd rather how do I put this? Let's just say I'd rather sleep on a bed of cactus, on fire in broad daylight.
I'm not here to kink shame, but if you're gonna make it through these nights, you gotta win friends and influence people, okay?
You wish you knew. Fine. All right.
Hey, wait. Okay, hang on. Look over here. Look over here.
Where?
And near in the shadows, near the wall, like next to a big tapestry, you see a person appear. He looks like a man, but he looks more like an iguana. He's got thick, patchy green skin and a crest that goes over his head, in one gold eye, in one purple eye, and a double pair of fangs that comes down in long, scaly claws that come out. And he says, well, you understand why I have to keep this to myself, right?
I see now.
See, look at this. We're winning friends and influencing people. I'm Lucas. They paid me to come here and keep an eye on things just like you.
Okay. Lucas, nice to meet you. Dana, yeah, you know.
Shantae.
What did you want me to do? Talk to the which
Find
influencer? Which
Well,
there's
just-
like I can't keep count.
He looks over and he surveys all 5 of them and he's like, just talk to the hot one. And then he vanishes right in front of you.
They're all hot.
Yeah, I know.
Anyways,
That's
I mean,
why I don't
I'm
want
the
to do
hottest
it.
by temperature.
True. Celsius, you've got us all beat.
True.
Dana gets off she's like sitting on a table or with remnants of a table. She gets off of it and
Let me just interject one small thing, Dana. I'm interject one small thing. Is now as you guys have kind of gotten in here and taken in this room, there, like I said, there's about a dozen people in here, but some of them are clearly sitting next to like opium braziers, you know, clearly smoking. A couple of them there is a very lavish bar where some of them are partaking of very small amounts of some sort of liquid that, Viola, when you get close enough, you of course will recognize as a ministry special that they've been pouring up since ancient Egypt to help open the old third eye of these mortals, as it were. There is hedonism on display, but very subtly. And yes, Dana, as you make your way across.
I approach this group bickering about the phones. Hi, what's the problem here? Do we have to destroy all your phones or what? What can I do to help?
More importantly, what can we do to help?
Are you kidding me? What? Why would you care?
why would we care? We've been on the run for a month. We almost got killed. We have to stick together. We have to help one another. If we don't, I mean, I can go back out there and, fend for myself, feed off those who are literally throwing their bodies at me, but I don't think it's that safe.
Okay. I guess we do have to stick together, huh? Well, hi, my name's Dana. I guess I'm stuck here with y'all. I mean, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hey, who's this? And Dana notices the dog immediately like ignores everybody else and is like, may I?
Achilles starts wagging his tail and looking up at you, and I go, "That's my boy, Achilles."
Would you like to activate Feral Whispers?
Yes.
Oh, hello. Hello, nice lady. You smell wonderful. Hi, I'm Achilles. Hello.
He's a German Shepherd.
Oh, he's a German. I can't get it out. Hey, Buff, what's the deal here? What have you seen that they haven't?
Well, this lady here, she has the French fries, which is sehr gut here, the French fries. Although I think I'm going to have to bite one of these others if they don't reduce their tone towards my master. But that's okay. Usually he gives me the pat on the side, and that means do the biting. To the rest of you, she's like, hey, who's a good boy?
Scritching the ears, and his like big thick neck saddle, German Shepherd.
And but what you hear, Dana, is I can tell you have been out in the forest and the wildlands. You smell like the trees and the nature. It's very wonderful. How is it that you come to be in this place as well?
Raiding party. I got too close to where people go, and I guess they found me.
Yeah. We have traveled a great distance. I don't know where we are, but it has been some time since I slept in my own bed. My master, I don't care. My home is where he is. That is all,
You have a bed? Oh, bougie German Shepherd.
Just so you know, Lachlan absolutely knows what's happening here, as I have animalism as well. So he's just he's watching, and he doesn't say anything. He just kind of rubs his chin and watches with a smile on his face, because he's honestly enjoying watching Achilles meet somebody new that he likes. So he doesn't say anything. He just watches the whole thing.
To the rest of you, the dogs tippy taps, leaning into this feral woman as she's giving him scritches. Yep.
All right. Well, it's good meeting you, Achilles. And Dana, she just looks up at everybody, and like for the first time, she kind of feels like interacting, and just like, I guess I'll pull my head out of my ass, huh? I guess I should probably talk to people again, huh?
Well, yes, they oftentimes can provide you with more insight than just the German Shepherd can. But I tell you, fair lady, if anyone attempts to harm you, I will bite them as well, in addition to my master.
I appreciate you. I wish I could have you meet my little friend, but had to leave him back out in the forest.
That's so sad. But yes, if you should see your little friend again, please tell me, so I would hate to crush his little skull and swallow him immediately, as I normally would do with the woodland creatures.
He's a big one. I think it would be the other way around. Cougars, mountain lions, pumas. You familiar?
Of course, I fear no cat. You know this is true, but as long as they do not threaten my master, it's all is good. And Lachlan, you do see he does walk back towards you, kind of
well behaved.
Yeah.
No fear. He's well behaved. Well, and Dana looks up and.
Oh, sorry. No, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, well, it is good to meet you all. Everything considered.
Again. Please tell me.
I'm glad somebody around here can get along. The dog and forest person.
So what has been happening? What is going on?
Yes, Dana. Over the last month, how since you sort of always lived on the edges, as you said, raiding party, but how has Dana kept her head on her shoulders this last month or so, when it seems like the whole world's been on fire?
She separated herself from the world and has just been on the outskirts of LA, the forest to the north, just like hanging out there. She feeds off of really crappy hiker bros who like litter and stuff. So she feeds off of them. They go missing.
Exclusion, hiker bros.
Yeah. Or just anybody. Anybody.
Hiker bro.
She goes for she prefers that blood, but yeah, she's just been out there kind of just sometimes talking to some vampire kindred, but just to get a little update, but she goes right back to the wilderness.
All the rest of you, you know a gangrel when you see one. Like
yeah,
she might as well be wearing the wolf's head t-shirt.
I'm paying, like, Lachlan's paying a little special attention to that. Ravnos and Gangrel do not have a particularly good relationship, but not everybody inherits the prejudices. So not to mention that Ravnos practically don't exist anymore. So he is probably just gonna just keep, he's very pleased that there's been like contact with the dog. But at any point, Dana, you might notice that Lachlan is kind of just kind of eyeing you for a moment.
You got something to say?
I was trying to figure that out. Yeah.
Well, I guess we have all the time in the world.
Ooh, well,
I think everyone. Tensions are high. People are dying. Undead are dying more. What can we do here? Let's make a plan. Let's try to figure out who's in charge. Something.
I can get coffee, or
I'm just gonna pat him on the shoulder. I like when you take charge. It's very cute. And I'm gonna go talk to Artem. Say, okay, what is happening? Who are all these people?
He sort of looks to the left and the right, and he says, there is one of the elders that would like a word with you in particular, Viola.
Absolutely.
And he just puts a hand on your shoulder and he says, we are happy you have found your way home to us. Is there anything you need? Are you hungry?
Actually, that would be lovely. And it's been a while.
What would you like?
The usual?
He snaps his fingers, and over from the bar, 3 people just get up immediately and come walking over. There is a rugged, middle-aged looking man in a slim, sporty, athletic, 30-something looking woman, and a much younger looking woman. She looks like she's probably still in college. And the 3 of them walk up and immediately bow their heads in front of you. And he's like, any, either, all 3?
I'm going to go up to the younger woman. And I just want to kind of brush her hair out of her face.
When you do, you hear she audibly sucks her breath in and holds it a little bit.
It's okay.
My name's Julia. Oh, you didn't ask my name. Sorry. You didn't ask my name. Sorry.
Julia, you're very cute.
Clearly, she starts to turn red. You are radiant to behold, Miss Viola. The stories don't do you justice.
I do know this. And then lift up her chin. Such a beautiful color. Red cheeks. This one will do.
And he just motions, and the other 2 turn and walk right back to the bar and sit down. And he's like, if you would like a moment in one of the private suites, and then we can continue our business.
I'm going to wink and just say, absolutely. And then I'm going to turn towards V and Celeste. Again, behave yourselves. I'm a little bit busy.
Are we not invited?
This one's
her eyes get wide, and she's like,
we're not going to share that.
Fair enough. So listen.
She's like,
what?
I'm willing to be of service. Oh, yeah.
I'm going to turn her face towards mine. No.
No.
You do what I say, okay?
Yes, mistress.
Thank you. And then I'm going to turn and walk out with her.
I will say that this shopping for humans makes Yana look kind of visibly uncomfortable, but she's not paying attention intentionally.
Yana, you might see sort of a somber look on Lachlan's face as well. He doesn't cast any kind of disapproval at this. He knows he's in but you do see like on his face, just kind of like.
Both of you give me manipulation and subterfuge.
Okay.
Oh, both of us?
Yeah, the two of
Okay.
you in particular.
How many dice do I have for this?
2 successes for me.
Mhm.
I finally get to use my metal Ravnos level up dice.
I get 3 successes.
So
Today's the day.
Yep.
Is you all are short of sharing your meaningful look. You feel just a wave of warmth come off of him. It's just glowing fascination that Celeste and V, you both know very well, because you are usually the ones doing it, not the ones having it done to you, as awe comes rolling off of him.
Who?
And Artem looks at Yana and Lachlan and says, "You don't approve of our methods."
I said nothing.
You will not offend me. You are a guest. I have asked you to speak freely, please.
No. I've been around for a bit. I know how things go.
I haven't been around for a bit, and it still makes me a little uncomfortable.
Yeah.
He just nods to you and says,
we're here by your graces, and I'm not going to presume your business.
I'm still getting used to, and she motions to just everything.
He looks at you and he's like, and he claps one time and somebody walks over and opens the door. And he says, "Anyone who would like to leave, mortals, there is your freedom. Please depart." And they all look straight down at the ground. And he's like,
Lachlan's going to cast a gaze at you, Yana, like, don't believe what you're seeing kind of right now. Kind of just gives you a look, just like.
Yana's experienced enough to know that there are like psychic ways to keep someone from wanting to leave. So
Yeah. Okay.
So she's
So when you
like,
see it, he goes,
"Yana, might I inquire, as we looked into you, your history was somewhat obscured. However, the fact is, even though you are the Duskborn, all indications are you're not so removed from us and the hunger. Do you know who your sire is?"
no, I don't.
Says little Scarlet.
Haven't figured that out yet.
It is something that we might be able to assist you with, should you find such information useful.
I mean, maybe after whatever this is sorted. I mean, I kind of, woke up to all this, and then there was just utter chaos. So
It is a non-optimal time to have been blessed with the embrace, I must admit. Might I explain this to you simply? We here at the ministry understand that there is only one truly inexhaustible resource in this world. And do you know what that is? Please do not say love.
I wasn't gonna say that, although hope had been on the tip of her tongue. I'm sure it's something really obvious. It's just not coming to me right now.
Can I take a guess?
Please, Mr. Lachlan, yes.
All right. I heard some kids talking about this a long time ago. I'm going to go with Game Genie.
Sorry, what?
Game Genie. It's a thing you use on all Nintendo games. Gives you infinite lives if you know the codes for it. I'm close. Don't even pretend like
this monk here was
Game Shark's better. Game Shark is better, and we all know that.
How old are
Okay.
you?
Okay.
Jeez.
What is a Nintendo?
Oh,
Am I
come
there
on.
still? Am I like?
Oh, no,
in the-
you're-
Okay,
you're-
I'm gone. Okay.
Even I know.
Okay.
I've been around for a bit. Even I know what that is.
Miss Yana, I apologize. It is not my intent to condescend. I am simply of great age, and these modern contrivances and game genies and game sharks elude me on occasion. I am sure they are quite wonderful to behold. No. The one and only truly inexhaustible resource is human frailty. Weakness. They always will follow their appetites. They always will follow their senses. Pleasure. They will allow themselves to be guided anywhere that you would follow them as long as the path is honeyed. We recognize and make use of this.
Of course. And she just like she looks like similarly uncomfortable with the like human pleasure seekers, and she's like, yeah, totally. I don't know anything about that. Of course. Like I said, I'm still getting used to everything, not in a bad way, just in a new way. Forgive me.
I look forward in the decades and centuries to come that you and I will reconvene and compare notes of what you have discovered. I, for my part, find the Duskborn fascinating. I believe you are a new evolution of God's will. Some think you are dangerous. I think you are the future.
Well, I've met some people with differing opinions, but I appreciate it.
If there is something that we in the ministry know, it is about being misunderstood. And when he says that, his eyes turn into snake eyes. Meanwhile, Viola, in the booth, Julia comes in and she sits with her hands folded on her lap, and she's like, what would you like? I, of course, am here to serve.
Let's just talk for a second. Tell me about you.
My name's Julia. I'm a grad student in history. Turns out one of my professors brought me in on all of this. I've been told if
You're so cute. I'm just like, as she's talking, just like kind of stroking her cheek and
I've been told that if I do a good job, then perhaps I will be allowed to become a ghoul, and then maybe after a few decades, I would be allowed to join the ministry as well. Would you allow me a question?
I'm just gonna like kind of and just a little giggle and sure, go ahead. I guess we've had some time here.
You are so gorgeous. Is this how you came to join the ministry? Were you like me once?
Suppose in a way.
Well, that makes me feel much better.
Viola's gonna look a little sad and just kind of look away, and then she'll kind of shake it off and just say, and pull her face closer to her and give her a little kiss on the lips.
Rip. What? Anything.
And then I'm gonna tilt her neck.
She tilts it to the side, and you hear she takes that deep breath again, and she's like trembling slightly. Do you feed?
Yes.
Important point of clarification.
Yeah.
Do you take just a little, or do you take it all? Because
Just
as
a
you
little.
know, the only way that a vampire can reduce their hunger to 0 is to take the last drop. I didn't think you would finish this poor girl off, but had to ask.
No, I got a little soft spot for her already, but it is good that I take just enough. Just what I
As
need.
you sink your fangs into her neck, she in goosebumps come up along her neck because, as you know, being fed upon is very pleasurable for mortals, and especially pleasurable for the mortal thralls of the ministry. And as you feel the sweet life-giving vitae rush into your undead body, you were quite aware that she is enwrapped in ecstasy. Presumably, you lick the wound closed when you're finished.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm gonna stand up and open the door and just say, Artem?
Thank you.
And I'm gonna turn back. That was cute. You're very cute, like I said. And then just walk out.
And Artem looks past her and then looks at you and just kind of gives you a little wink and says, apologies, my guests. We must step into the back for just a moment. Clan business, and we will rejoin you shortly. And he escorts Viola to the back. A moment later, Celeste, you see a man at the bar is very much looking at you. He's like,
Alice. Who is that? Do you have a dossier on everybody here?
excuse me, ma'am, you know, it is much harder for me to do that when I don't have access to the internet.
Is that a no? Is that a no?
No, it's not a no. It's not a no. I'll figure it out. And you see, she reaches in her messenger bag and she's got a big manila envelope with photocopied papers. That she's like, oh,
Can you not do this?
This was more afternoon Alice's specialty. No, I got it. And she like turns it around and you do see a newspaper clipping with that man's face in it.
I grab V to like look over with me.
His name is Higgins. You did a hostile takeover of his pharmaceutical company a few years back.
Oops.
Not oops. I'm sure it was on purpose.
I look back at him and I go like this.
Yeah. And he like immediately turns around and just like slams on the bar for another drink that he just like shoots. And you can tell he's very much getting his courage up and like pushes off the bar and walks over to you. And he's like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I've been waiting a long time for this.
For what?
To tell you that
What do you got?
I don't think you're a very nice lady.
Okay. Thank you.
And you're dressed like a soccer mom that shops at Target.
Oh, and I just I just
Right?
go full in. There's no, I just can't even.
Right when he says soccer mom that dresses at Target, Dana, in your ear, you hear, here it goes. She's about to hurt him.
I can't wait. This is what I live for.
I go full in. I'm just claws and fists and like, you don't know what I've had to sacrifice to like protect everybody here. I've given up everything.
I like pull up my phone as though I'm gonna record it and then see that it's broken. I'm like,
Yeah. Lachlan, you're muted, sir.
Just to hit that beat again, Lachlan looks down at Yana and just goes, "Yep, blue blood. See, I told you. I told you."
The moment she pounces on him, full Fight Club, I felt like destroying something beautiful on this guy. Lachlan, you see Artemis looks up at you like, I mean, am I biting somebody? Are we?
Oh, you mean Achilles?
Achilles. Sorry, yeah,
the pup.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. He just gently runs his fingers through his coat and goes, no.
If you were any
good
stronger,
boy.
you would have kept your company, but no. And now you want to disrespect me and this. And I just start tearing his clothes.
Wait, no, this is the last suit I have left. No, oh, come on. Oh, jeez.
And then I stand up and I step on him. I'm like, anybody else? Anybody else?
But clearly, no one else would like to feel your ire, Celeste. You seem a little hungry, dare I say hangry. Let us get a snack.
I like hold out a French fry.
I do walk up to Yana. I say, dear, I do apologize for stepping on your phone. You wouldn't have known. There's no way you could have. So please accept my apologies.
Oh,
then-
don't even worry about it. It's happened before. It'll probably happen again.
You probably will. And I go to V. I said, darling, yes. Can you do the filtering thing where and then you can, and because I can't touch these creatures with my mouth.
I'm sorry.
Morning Alice eyes are like dinner plates. It's like, and a moment later, you do see a woman in a full black suit walks up and she's like, would you like us to get something for you if you're a little hungry?
Do you have
Celeste,
anything? I mean, do you have like, I don't know, scotch or?
Yes, of course. Again, we have scotch, anything that you can find amongst the kind, and quite a few things that you cannot if you're feeling adventurous.
She's just like, oh, the scotch will be great, and she goes to wherever she like motions and like takes glass and pours some, and then
Mhm.
like takes a blood bag out of her purse and like pours some and swirls it together, and it's just like,
You see, the bartender looks over. Aha, making the Jesus juice. All right, I'm fine with it. It's great. There's a zone of safety here, lady. You take it however you want. All right.
I guess
Well,
I could have asked. You probably have some of your, or I guess fresher.
It's sweet. Yeah, with any kind you can like. A, B, O, positive, negative, cynical, whatever.
Do you have any melancholy?
Hey, pal, your shoes are stupid. And this lady would never date you. And you do see this dude visibly wilts a little. And he's like, I do now. Come on. Come over here. Yeah. Right. And you see Yana, he's got what looks like a silver goblet. And this guy puts his wrist on the bar and he puts the goblet on his wrist. And you see it starts filling with blood. Realize it must have a spike on the bottom or something. And he's like, I guess you only need like half a dose.
I guess.
There you go. Also, hey, Rocky, you back there, pretty lady. What can I do you for? What do you need?
You talking? You talking to me?
No,
Who you talking
the
to?
lady that just beat this poor
Celeste, I think he's referring to you, my
Celeste,
dear.
I apologize. I didn't know your name. I just knew you were just like
Oh,
slinging the
Rocky,
gun.
I thought you
Exactly.
were talking to the feral one.
And no.
The what?
I apologize. I don't speak sign language. All I saw was hands, you know. So
Totally understandable. Darling, what do we want?
Would you like to have vegan?
we can do vegan. Anything else? I mean, you want me to add a little something to it, make you feel like you're flying, or do you want
Can you
just
take
that?
something out? Like, is that a thing?
You want it to be in ketosis? What more would you like?
Oh,
honey?
yeah, that would be
Let's
best, honey.
just
a vegan in
Ketosis
ketosis.
Sure.
You say that
Great.
like there's another kind. Like, where am I going to find a vegan CrossFitter in LA? Okay, hold on. Let me let me go in the back. And I think I got what you need. Is that same thing for you, Blue? You want the same?
Sure. I think at this point, I'm just happy to have whatever I can get my fangs
I'm
on.
not.
There
It's
you go.
all gonna be. Yeah, I can't.
You want it straight from the tap, such as it is. You want it in a cup. You want it in a to-go bag. Like
I want
mean,
it from V.
Sure.
I mean, who
Thank
doesn't want it from V? Look at this guy. Come on. He's like he's carved out of rock over here. But okay, right, fine, sure, great. Yeah, I'll be right back. Meanwhile, in the next room, Viola, Artem opens the door and he kind of takes you through a couple of rooms, and you come into a room that looks like an Egyptian temple. There are marble floors, walls, there's pillars carved with hieroglyphics that go up to the ceiling. And there are braziers that are burning with incense. And Artem comes in and immediately like stops and bows his head.
I do as well.
A moment later, you see from back in the shadowy portion of the room, a woman comes walking out, and she's in full ritual garb, and she's wearing full Egyptian makeup. She's brown skin, black mascara that goes off to the side. She's covered in radiant colors and snake iconography. And then she is gliding as much as she is walking.
V will bow down as well. And
this is in the next room. Only Viola is seeing
I'm
this.
so sorry.
Yeah, no problem. No problem. And she comes forward and looks at you and she says, Viola, I am pleased to see that you are well.
I'm just gonna bow my head again.
Artem looks up at her and says, Priestess Kimset, you honor us with your presence. And she says, in these trying times, we must stick together, because wherever there is risk, there is also opportunity. Viola, I'm sure you are aware that the political landscape of Los Angeles and California has radically altered.
Yes, priestess. A little more than aware.
The Anarchs believe they have won, that their star is on the ascent. Baron Temple, who claims these lands, believe us to be staunch allies, and it behooves us for the time being to allow them all to believe this. But what we in the ministry know is that we are on the ministry's side.
Of course.
An opportunity has presented itself that is, I believe, relevant to you personally, as well as these other strangers that we have invited in.
Oh, okay. Involving others, I see.
Only to the extent that they are of use, my darling. And she reaches out and touches your chin with a long golden fingernail that extends outwards. And she reaches like she's going to pick something up that isn't there. And a young man dressed like an Egyptian scribe literally runs out in time to like put a tray of scrolls under her hand. And then it's there. And she picks it up and she unrolls what looks like a papyrus. But when she turns and shows it to you, it's got a full modern digital picture printed on it. And you see a number of faces. You immediately recognize 3 of them as some of the women that ran one of your shelters.
What is this?
It has come to us that not everyone that was taken on the night of the attack has been removed from Los Angeles after all. Some of the mortals that you kept are still alive, as are some of Miss Celeste Steele's wards, as are some of the people from San Diego that Mr. Lachlan held dear. Many mortals that your newfound associates and the others who have joined us originally tonight would like to see returned.
And are we getting them?
Well, I believe that will be up to you, I think, if you believe that you and your newfound associates are up to the task.
Of course, priestess. You know I will do anything you ask.
You have always made us so proud, Viola. I never doubt your will or your resolve or your intelligence. But not everyone is ministry. Not everyone is as capable as we.
It's true. I agree.
This Celeste, this V, he seems wild, as much gangrel as Bruja, and Celeste seems to be fraying under the weight of recent nights. Do you believe in their capability?
Honestly, they're breaking, but they're useful.
She reaches with her other hand. Again, nothing's there, and a different scribe comes running out with a tray of scrolls, and she picks up a second one. And she looks at it for a second, and then she reaches over, and there is an iPad underneath it. And she hands it to you. Says, this will have all of the information necessary. You and Mr. Artham here can explain the situation to our friends. And perhaps once this deed is done and your affairs are righted, you can return here and receive the next step in your initiation into our mysteries. There is more of the truth that you are prepared to know, my child.
I would be honored, priestess, and I bow my head again.
In here, having been given a tantalizing hope that perhaps not all is actually lost, is a good place for us to take a little break. So we're going to do a quick 10. Don't go nowhere, as I know it is late, so we're all going to drink coffee. And we will be right back.
Hello, I'm Benwin Bronzebottom, celebrity dwarf and video game enthusiast, and this is my sidekick, Crowy.
Hello.
Quiet, you. I'm here to tell everyone about Untitled Champions of the Forgotten Realms. It's a Dungeons & Dragons-based strategy game from Codename Entertainment.
It's a management game with an emphasis on formation strategy, where you assemble parties of legendary heroes and send them on adventures through the Forgotten Realms.
Heroes? Crowy, don't you mean champions?
Players unlock legendary champions of the Forgotten Realms, like Dritz Duerden and the Companions of the Hall, Farida and Havilar from the Brimstone Angels saga, and many more. Assemble the best adventuring party possible based on your formation options, champion abilities, and the obstacles and enemies you face.
Or just smash your mouse button repeatedly like I do and hope for the best.
Each champion has an incredible array of skills and items to let you customize your style and play even further.
Farther. Farther means more distant. Further is figurative.
Well, I meant more distant, but figuratively.
That's forther.
Well, customize your style even further, because Untitled Champions of the Forgotten Realms is available on all your favorite gaming platforms. Steam for PC and Mac, web, Epic Game Store, PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, Nintendo Switch, iOS tablets, and Android devices.
Well, let me know when it comes to the BlackBerry. I'm not giving up that phone. It's the only keyboard I can use.
I hear it's coming to the smart fridge next spring.
In the frozen mountains of the north, you have come to end the terror of the Grimfang King and his army of raiders. The biting wind has slowed your pace as you approach the mountain hold. The air is painful to breathe, the snow thick and unyielding. You draw close. Distant torches lighting the icy ground. A rank odor fills your nostrils. The shouts of orcs fill your ears. Great beasts roar and slam against their bonds. You ready your weapons and prepare your attack. Battle is about to commence. Epic encounters. Turn your RPG up to 11.
We have done it! 5 years of planning and thinking before the dream finally came true. A team of 12 dedicated professional developers and internet marketers who desperately love board games put in 17 months of hard work. And now, we are proud to present to you Tabletopia, the digital platform to publish and play any kind of board games. It is the most sophisticated virtual table in terms of functionality, aesthetics, and usability. We integrated everything that was conceivable to recreate the feeling of playing on a real table. And at the same time, we implemented a lot of tools to facilitate playing life hacks. Setting up the game, dealing cards, shuffling decks, etc. takes only a fraction of a second. And the same holds true for creating your very own game. It takes only a couple of seconds to create any game objects from standard print version graphics. Just drag and drop your files, borrow whatever else will be necessary from our extensive library of free game objects and place them on the table. Your game is ready. And now, play test, demonstrate your game, make videos, or even earn money with your game. Tabletopia is a full-scale ecosystem for publishing digital versions of board games. But of course, the main focus of our project is to allow players around the world to play remotely with their friends or find worthy opponents here. And we are speaking about literally thousands of games and their variations. Many leading publishers and game authors have joined us already, and from day one, you will be able to play many popular games. But this is only the beginning. Ahead of us are a lot of new cool system features, new games, and millions of hours of fun. So stay tuned, subscribe to our newsfeed, and be ready to jump in. Tabletopia, where board games go digital.
The scent of sulfur is thick in your nostrils. The stalactites shudder above you as the huge red dragon beast rises from its pile of golden treasure. Something you can only describe as a grin splits its elongated head. Enormous teeth glittering in the dull amber glow from the lava pools. You ready your weapons as it prepares itself to strike. Roll for initiative. Battle is about to be joined. Epic encounters. Turn your RPG up to 11.
The mighty red dragon swoops in over the battlefield. The wind beating from its wings nearly knocks you over. As you stand in its mighty presence, you realize there is no hope for any of you.
Well, I'm out of spells, so I'm just a 10th level dude.
And I'm still unconscious. So if one of you could please go into my bag and get my healing potion, that'd be great.
Then I smash the lizard. Raging, charging, power attack.
Roll your worthless attack. Your pitiful attack glances off the dragon's scale, and it opens its mouth, casting you in the molten glow of its inner heat as it prepares to release its fiery breath upon you all.
Wait, I haven't gone yet.
What weapon could you possibly have to defeat the great dragon?
The greatest weapon in all the realm, forged by Norse foundry to defeat all evil.
No, it can't be.
Yeah! Got you! Yeah!
Take up a fight against evil with the finest weapons in the realm at NorseFoundry.com. And be sure to watch Dragons and Things every Friday night on Twitch.
Hello, I'm Benwin Bronzebottom, celebrity dwarf and video game enthusiast, and this is my sidekick, Crowy.
Hello.
Quiet, you. I'm here to tell everyone about Untitled Champions of the Forgotten Realms. It's a Dungeons & Dragons-based strategy game from Codename Entertainment.
It's a management game with an emphasis on formation strategy, where you assemble parties of legendary heroes and send them on adventures through the Forgotten Realms.
Heroes? Crowy, don't you mean champions?
Players unlock legendary champions of the Forgotten Realms, like Dritz Duerden and the Companions of the Hall, Farida and Havilar from the Brimstone Angels saga, and many more. Assemble the best adventuring party possible based on your formation options, champion abilities, and the obstacles and enemies you face.
Or just smash your mouse button repeatedly like I do and hope for the best.
Each champion has an incredible array of skills and items to let you customize your style and play even further.
Farther. Farther means more distant, further is figurative.
Well, I meant more distant, but figuratively.
That's further.
Well, customize your style even further, because Untitled Champions of the Forgotten Realms is available on all your favorite gaming platforms. Steam for PC and Mac, web, Epic Game Store, PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox One, Xbox Series X, Nintendo Switch, iOS tablets, and Android devices.
Well, let me know when it comes to the BlackBerry. I'm not giving up that phone. It's the only keyboard I can use.
I hear it's coming to the smart fridge next spring.
You make me so proud. Adriosa, you make me so proud. Hello.
Why
Welcome
every
back.
time we are going to play a game, I'm like, hey, you should find out if Adriosa is available for this one.
It's from Sam to me to her. I am glad our
Yep.
ancestral practices have spread I will tell you all, Sam DeLev and I used to have just a game we would do of just trying to make each other crack up right before we went live. And the bigger the laugh, the later to go time, like literally like within the 10, 9, 8, like we would just do something at the very last second. And I still do that on shows that I'm on. And I do it on a show that Adriosa and I are on together. And I did it just now and she did it just now. And I would just like to say, so you get that,
golf clap.
That there.
Noble victory. Well played. Noble victory. man.
So here in North Hollywood, you displaced and ravaged kindred have found your way into a ministry safe house, buried under an apartment complex. Not under, inside of, underneath, throughout an apartment complex, which almost certainly is full of people that are varying levels of thrall to the ministry. Viola has been pulled aside for a one-on-one meeting with the priestess, and while doing so, has left the rest of you outside. Yana, you hear a voice. You don't see anything, but you hear a voice say, okay, so I just have to know, like, are you gonna throw those French fries up later? Like, I mean, every time I see one of us do it, like we can hold it down for a little while and it's blah, blah, you know, it's just, are you, like, what are you?
Can I sense the unseen?
You absolutely can.
Yay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Give me your wits and
Nice.
aspects.
Okay.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I got one discipline. I got one.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
My sweet summer children, the Duskborn.
I have one success.
You get a very faint outline of a person standing next to you. You don't see it completely, but
yeah, I think that she looks at it like out of the corner of her eye.
You're aware someone's standing there, though.
I don't usually. Sorry, I just need to look up how Iron Gullet works. One sec.
So Iron Gullet allows you to feed from people who are dead.
Oh no, that's the blood bag one. Okay.
Yep. And blood bags. That's why you can take blood bags. Yep.
This is lifelike. Then I think I just get to eat. I just get to
Yeah.
eat.
No, you're basically still a person essentially. Yeah. That
yeah.
also means you can go out in the sun with lifelike.
I try not to throw up. I mean, sometimes if I have too much to drink, I still do.
Wait, so you're like a ghoul or something? I don't like. Who are you? Are you here with somebody? I don't want to be.
No, nope. Just
Oh shit! You're one of them.
probably.
Oh no. Okay, wait, no. I'm sorry. I'm making this weird. I'm so sorry. But I heard there's like new kindred that can like eat food and go out in the sun and like, but still can do the stuff the rest of us can do. Is that a thing?
Yeah, I like to think of it as the best of both worlds.
I mean, yeah, I guess that is kind of the best of both worlds. Hey, my name is Lucas. I'm holding my hand out to shake it. You can't see my hand.
And she
kinda,
can I see like the faint outline?
Yeah.
I want to surprise him by just taking his
Oh,
hand.
nice.
Nice
he
to meet you.
audibly yelps when you like grab his hand, and he's like, "All right, so I'm kind of on the job here with Dana. I'm kind of trying to get her number. I don't know. I mean, it's just, whatever. That's not important. Yeah, I'm just kind of like security here, you know. And I just wanted to tell you that I'm sorry they broke your phone, but like some of my cousins might be able to like hook you up with one that works like Metnick. He swears he's got phones now that the feds can't track.
I know enough to know that no favor comes without a debt. So I can get my own phone. Thank you.
No, okay. All right. I mean, I wasn't like trying to like sneaky get a boon, like because that would be gross. That'd be gross. I mean, I know I look gross, but I'm not gross. No, just like a favor. I'm gonna stop talking. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking.
Are you sure you're her type? I mean, Dana.
No, but she didn't throw up when she saw me, which is further than I usually get.
I mean, I didn't either.
Yeah, but you haven't like seen me, or have you seen me? I'm getting rusty. If you can you see me?
I wouldn't tell. The lady never reveals her secrets.
You know, I like you. I like you. I tell you what, if the feds kick in the door of this place, I'm gonna do everything I can to get you out of here. How about that? No boon required.
Thanks. I hope they don't, but
Well, you know, here's the thing. I don't think Celeste or V can see me. I was there that night when the Nas had to come and get like everybody out of the temple. Let me tell you, out of the club. Let me tell you something. This temple owe us. I mean, Gary Golden keeps saying things like, "No, cousins, we will not take debts and boons because of this," but he knows he's got them over the barrel. So yeah, that's yeah.
And she's just kind of soaking this in and like nodding and like takes another sip from her drink.
Oh, this is like that meme where they're in the club and the guy's all in the girl's ear and she's like, whatever. So, okay, all right, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. I just think you're cool. That's all. I wish I miss French fries. That's all. That's all. I just want to tell you that I think you're cool and I miss French fries.
Well, I'm sorry I can't share them with you.
None of us would enjoy the cleanup, but and you hear a very faint like knock on the bar top as he sort of knocks, and he's like, I think that Lachlan guy is heading your way though. The dog seems cool though.
I like turn a little bit when he says that. Is Lachlan heading my way?
Lachlan is in fact heading your way.
Mm-hmm.
And you notice, Yana, the moment you take your eyes off Lucas, even you were kind of aware that he was there, and when you turn and look and you look back, he is gone.
Yeah.
There's nothing, not even the outline.
She like shivers just a little bit, like, okay.
Lachlan?
Yeah, he just approaches and he immediately shakes his head at the bartender, so the bartender doesn't ask him. Like, no, nothing.
Nothing at all, because I mean, again, those two are like enjoying they're enjoying Point Break here that I brought out of the back for them.
Yeah. So anyway, he leans against the bar and turns his attention towards Yana.
He very much just like makes his way away from you guys. Yep.
Did they tell you why we're here? I'm
Why we're here specifically right now?
Yes. Yeah.
Well, it means being a safe house and all.
That part I got.
Yeah.
The safety part, I mean. But just like it seems, I don't know, like they brought in those three and seemed like it was kind of like a group effort, but I don't know what for.
Yeah, listen, we are currently in the den of the ministry. And
like of magic or
oh, that would be enchanting, I guess. But no, nothing so beautiful or fantastic, I'm afraid. I really don't know how to sum up the exquisite amount of messed up that can take place in a place like this. But suffice to say, the ministry, they used to be called, they don't like being referred to this anymore, is what I've heard, but they used to be called the Setites, the serpents. And they're kindred who really enjoy helping you find your vices, if you know what I mean.
I'm pretty good at finding my own vices, but thank you.
Well, I'm not offering. I go the other direction personally, but the ministry, even if you think you've got yourself handled, they are very good at finding out what it is you want or what it is you didn't know you want, or even worse, putting it in you and then making you want it. They're you got to keep your guard up around them, even when they're being nice, maybe even especially when.
All right. Good to know. Thanks.
Yeah. Which is why I'm not taking a drink, but you know, honestly.
She like looks down at her glass like, oh
no. Don't you worry about it. I'm sure it's fine. So the best way to be a liar is to mix a little truth in with every lie you tell. So I'm sure your drink is fine, but the night's not over yet. And they're very well aware that we need to be here right now, which means inevitably in the next few moments or hours, we're going to get some kind of proposition or some kind of offer or some kind of task. Mark me. It's going to happen.
Are you going to do it?
It depends on what they ask for. They are being kind enough to give me a night's rest here. A day's rest, as it were.
Right. Still not used to the whole. I mean, I can.
Yeah. Yeah, I was actually coming over here to ask you about that. And I don't win a prize, so I'm not going to be rude and ask you too many personal questions. But I just wanted to know, how long has it been? I mean, how long have you been, one of us?
Out of character, it would have obviously had to happen before the Inquisition, but I feel like it was just long enough for her to get noticed by the Camarilla and get the brand, and not much longer than that.
Completely up to you, but if you got branded, it's more than a month.
Yeah.
Yep.
So how long has it been since the Inquisition then?
About a month.
Like a month?
Yeah.
So
more
probably,
or less.
So probably it's been around like 2 months. Like she's fresh.
2 months.
Yeah. I mean, it's just kind of happening to me. So.
Yeah. How are you doing?
Oh, I mean, I've been worse. I've been better.
Yeah.
Worse than this, lady. What kind of messed up mortal existence did you have? Hey. Just like it's been worse than the last 2 months. Come on. Apparently, I put a little too much in your cup there.
I mean, I did die, so.
Valid. I apologize for my outburst. And he turns and goes into the back.
So anyway,
he turns back to you again.
Yeah, I look, you're going to get a lot of people that are going to want to be your friend, or you're going to get a lot of people that are trying to, muscle you around because there's a stigma against Duskborn, unfortunately. And I leave it to you. Follow your instincts, trust yourself more than anything else. But if there's anything I can do to help out as a friend, let me know. I've used to help younger kindred, whenever they were kind of lost in the woods a bit. So.
Sure.
Yeah.
And she does the whole like, oh, friends. Okay, sure. I just met you, but rad. Like
he kind of quirks an eyebrow at that.
Speaking of lost in the woods, Dana, while Celeste and V are feeding, Viola has been ushered away and Lachlan and Yana are over by the bar. What is Dana doing?
Dana wanders over to the bar and just the corner of the bar away from people, just sits there sipping at not really sipping at anything, just kind of hanging out. waiting. When
you sit at the bar, you do see the barkeep kind of peers his head from the back and he goes, "Now what can I possibly get for you? I realize it's gonna sound strange when it rolls off the tongue, but I actually got some raccoon back there, if that's what does it for you, lady."
Oh, sorry, I'm more of a squirrel girl kind of myself.
I got some of them too. How many of those little things do I got to ring out for you? Like, I mean, I don't know how far they go. I'm like, if I give you one, because sometimes you don't get enough, it makes you peckish. It just makes you mad, So like, I can fill up a glass if you want.
Are you serious? You actually have squirrel out here?
I got some squirrel, I got some raccoon, I got some rat. They've got a little bit of coyote. Don't tell nobody, but we got a whole horse back there.
Do you have the imported red squirrel?
I mean, I might have to make a couple calls. I could get it flown in like before the night's over for you. But I mean, like these is just like domestic. Like, I don't know what colors of squirrels that we just like catch out here.
It's fine. I'll take anything. I'll take anything. Whatever.
I'll scare it up for you. Hey, he just kind of looks to the left and to the right, and he's like, "I think I've seen you before."
No, you haven't. What do you mean?
At one of the gatherings, one of the gatherings.
Which one?
Hey, your secret's safe with me here. What kind of barkeep would I be if I didn't know how to keep my mouth shut? It's part of the reason why I talk so much. People don't pay attention to what I'm not saying. But you got a friend in me, let's say.
Guess I don't have a choice, but thanks.
Hey, for what it's worth, The blade cuts both ways. If I saw you at the gathering, that means you know I was there too, don't it?
I guess so. I just didn't notice. Sorry.
I don't always look like this. I look a lot of different ways.
Really?
Pending. Yeah. And I don't mean like that Nosferatu who keeps eyeing you. By the way, he's not making you uncomfortable, is he? Because, I have a word with him if I need to sort him out. He's just a little lonely. You know how it is. He looks like an iguana. What are you going to do for the kid?
It's fine. It's fine. They're not bothering me, so. Do you know when we're going to have to, what's going on here? What's the deal?
He hasn't moved. He hasn't done anything. He hasn't called anyone. And yet a person walks from the back and puts a goblet down with what you immediately smell is squirrel blood.
He actually did it. She picks it up.
Asking ye shall receive, right? I think the plot's going to be thickening pretty soon, to tell you, if I had to wager a guess. And at that moment, Viola and Artem, you come out of the back and you see Dana here at the bar. Viola.
I'm gonna walk up to Dana and just smell. What is that?
Pine needles. You ever heard of them?
You drink?
Oh, you're talking about the squirrel that you're smelling me for.
No, I've smelled you since when I walked in the room. I'm talking about what's in your glass.
It's a fine exotic drink from imported. I don't know if y'all would ever know, but it's a squirrel.
Fine artisanal squirrel.
Yes. It might be local, actually.
I'm glad we have what you need.
I don't know about that. But
Oh, are you not being treated to your standards?
I just want to get out of here. I'm done.
I may have a solution to that. Funnily enough.
Okay, well, continue then. Viola, right?
Very good. And then I'm going to pull out the iPad. Yeah.
Is this one of those iPhone things?
And I raise my eyebrow like she's allowed to have that, but I
Wait. Is there going to be a bar brawl over this shiny what is this? Is the iPhone, right? Samsung.
I'm going to touch her hand and just say, no one's going to take anything from me.
Okay.
Okay. So what does the iPad say?
It does have digital versions of those same pictures. In one of the first picture, you notice, Dana, one of your pack mates. She looks like, to another person's eyes, she would look like she's dead. But you know that were she dead, she'd be a pile of ashes. So she must be in torpor. She is laying on a bed, her eyes are closed, and she's unmoving.
Where did you get this?
Oh, you recognize that one then?
Where did you get this, if I may ask?
I appreciate you being so polite. There may be a way to, let's see, retrieve this person? If there's, some sort of significance to you. The ministry, we have our ways.
Enlighten me.
On how to get this person?
Yes.
Tell me, who is this?
None of your concern. I don't need to go into detail.
Dave, does it have any other instructions on the iPad?
What you've got is pictures of a few individuals that you are aware are of importance to these people. Celeste has shown you multiple pictures of the missing Alices, as much to remember herself who the Alices were. 2 of them are on this list of the original 5. That leaves with Morning Alice, who is still here. 2 of them are still unaccounted for, but at least 2 of them are on here. There is a guy wearing a V t-shirt that on his back is written Rhodey. that has been like put into a cell. Most of them look kind of beat up, clearly like they've been worked over, almost certainly interrogated. And other people that you don't know, but stop talking. Kim said told you would be important to the rest of them. There only looks to like there is one other kindred in the sense these people that look dead. The rest of them appear to be humans very much alive in the sense that it's like they have bruises. Some of them are clearly sleeping. Some of them are clearly eating in some of the pictures. And you do have an address for where this is. It's in the middle of downtown.
Look, I have some people there. It looks like you have somebody there. Why don't you say we go get him?
How should I believe you?
I literally have the picture right here. Come on.
Well, there's the Photoshop or something. It could be fake.
Artem.
It's Photoshop.
Oh.
Artem.
Yeah.
Fine. All right. I guess I also have no choice in this matter as well.
Artem does step forward and he sort of motions for Yana and Lachlan to come closer. And Celeste.
I immediately give Yana just like, here we go.
Mm-hmm. And even Celeste and V, you find that the mortals you were feeding on actually stop and say to you, if you would, to the desk, please. Again, none of you see him move. They don't touch an earpiece or anything, but at the exact same time, they're like, please, if you would, join the others at the bar.
Oh, look, we have the whole group here. Lovely. Okay. I'm assuming everybody recognizes somebody here on this list.
I better not.
Lachlan, you absolutely do.
All right.
You don't see any of those young kindred that you are used to taking care of. But you do see a couple of ghouls that you know.
Is this your place you got them, or is this somewhere else?
What do you mean?
I mean, is this your doing, or do you have intelligence that someone else has done this? What am I looking at?
You think I've had time?
I think you are one kindred of an entire clan of people who like to do this kind of shit. So I'm just asking, is this you, or is this someone else?
No. Don't get upset. Go ahead. Sorry.
You hear for the first time when he speaks up, Artem's accent shifts for a second. You venture dangerously close to insult, Mr. Lachlan. No, this is not our doing. Please continue, Miss Viola.
Yes, please remember where you are.
Yeah.
Thank you. This was not my doing. I have people on this list as well. And I know where to get them. And I suppose if you recognize anybody on here, that you're welcome to come with me. How about that?
Do I recognize anybody on there?
You don't, Yana. Everybody's kind of pointing. Celeste clearly is excited that she sees two Alices. There's a guy that's got V, Dana sees somebody. And there's about a dozen people, and nobody on that list is familiar to you.
I just as well stay here. I mean,
she doesn't realize. He leans over and he says something in Viola's ear. He whispers, but even as you make it out, what he's saying something to her that's not in English. And just leans back for a second.
I suspect, and again, just very sickly sweet, I suspect you might want to come with us, though. I think we might need you.
You do have quite a way with technology, and also the wisdom of youth.
I mean, I will totally let you hold this.
I grab it. I
Please do not step on it, ma'am.
I'm caught that. Well, like you know, I respect you. I respect you, and I respect your clan's graciousness. Therefore, I will not step on this, but we will have discussions later. And I just very make sure that those are my Alice's. And then I hand it back.
You know, even you are not quite sure. You're like, is that afternoon and evening Alice? Is one of them night Alice? I don't know. There was 5 of them.
Alice's.
What's the difference, really?
But it's 2 of the Alices for certain.
I pull my hair back.
I look over at Lachlan and then like look around the room for the person that I cannot see anymore. And I'm just like,
Lachlan looks complete, has a sardonic, just like he just is nodding like, yep.
Mr. Lachlan, I know we're all quite clear on how kindred society works. There is nothing that is given for free. But I assure you, we want nothing in return for this except for each and every one of you to remember, in your darkest hour, the ministry was here for you.
Oh, well, if that's all, then I'm fine, yeah. You're not talking to a Ventru.
At least one.
If you want me to think very highly of you, then sure, yeah, you've got it. Well done. Thank you for your favors.
With my apologies, Miss Viola, I do not mean to interrupt. We do not require your good opinion of us, but we do have a reputation to maintain. And it is better to be feared than loved, but it would be best if we could have both.
Alice shared it.
I prefer worshipped. So let's go on. Let's collect our people and let's come back. Easy.
We are not in such disagreement, Mr. V. Yes, we can provide you with vehicles to transport to get you safely there and back. Mr. Lucas, whose favor we have also secured for the night. Miss Dana, apologies for bringing you here under the pretenses of working security, but all of our intelligence indicated if we'd simply told you it was a rescue mission, you would have told us to do some things to ourselves that are generally physically not possible.
Exactly.
I'm going to attempt with the full knowledge of how outrageously difficult this is going to be. I'm I'm going to attempt to insight this guy.
I say I don't know what it is, but do it. Yeah. Okay. So, all right.
Yeah.
You're gonna give me your. Let me see here. Give me wits and just wits and insight. Just give me wits and insight. It's good, but yeah, wits and insight.
Oh, 4 successes. Did not expect that.
Lachlan, you know how this game is played.
Yep, been around the block a bit.
They're giving you this, and he means it. But if there's ever a time that the shoe's on the other foot,
yeah. It's he's buying credit for the bank. Okay, so I'm not gonna because I already know that they're gonna take the high. I already know how this verbally. I know how this warfare works. So instead of calling it out, Lachlan will relent and just say,
I'm deeply grateful for the opportunity. This is very kind of you. Thank you.
And he says that with just a hollowness, not sarcasm, just kind of like, I'm going to let Artem know rather that I am just like he's letting Artem know that, okay, I get it. Yeah.
Me too. Better to have more friends and fewer enemies, I suppose.
Now you're playing the game. Thank you. And now Celeste is she is present. She's ready to go.
You all will be transported here safely, safely downtown, safely back. Whether or not you are successful, we obviously do not know. And of course, you are safe to remain here for as long as you like. It is not only the providence of the Nosferatu to shelter the displaced.
I can drive if we need more cars or whatever. I mean, I have a car.
Just gonna laugh.
Got a van.
You all, of course, can make use of your own vehicles. We will provide a number of SUVs for you.
I'll take yours.
Prefer to escort, please. Thank you.
Absolutely. Miss Dana, your brow is furrowed. You seem like you don't approve.
I mean, given the traffic in this city, it's probably faster to just go by foot. Let's be real. Maybe the sewers, or is that too gross for us? The sewers
has nothing to do with gross, my dear. We are very noticeable, and if I go out on the streets, my fans will gladly come and aid us. We don't want their help.
In the sewers.
That sounds.
You all
Viola?
You all hear a voice that says, "I don't mind the sewers. I'd be happy to guide you all downtown." Mr. Lucas, looks at Viola and looks at Celeste, and he's like, I don't know that they have worn their spelunking clothes.
Oh, you know what? I did forget to pack those.
We don't spelunk. Fee, do we spelunk?
No, we take armored escort. Viola, please lead the way.
Thank you.
Dana, you do hear. I mean, I'd be happy to take you to the sewers whenever you want. There's some messed up stuff down there. Like, trust me, you have not seen LA till you've seen it from our side of things. But yeah, let's go. Mr. Lachlan, are you bringing the dog?
Yeah, Achilles comes with me.
Keep an eye on him too. I'm forgetting myself. And right in the middle of you appears a man as described previously. Thick, green skin that is blocky and patchy with a ridge over his head, long claws, and 2 sets of pointed fangs. Lucas, hi.
Wait, you mean this whole time they've been actually right about the reptilians?
Okay, so I like you. I do. Yeah, right.
I thought for sure that one was just a conspiracy theory, but like...
One of the things you're going to learn is nothing's a conspiracy theory. Not really. Everything is real. But no, I assure you there's only one me.
Pleasure to meet you.
Hmm?
Yes, Nosferatu.
Are you coming with us?
If you would like my assistance, they paid for the night, so yeah.
Fine. Make yourself useful?
I don't know what that means, but okay, yes. What would you like me to do?
Are we getting in the cars or not?
Yes.
To the cars. And
That
he
means
looks
you
at
too, Dana. Thank you.
Alice?
He is, the bartender says, hey, are you going to hang your head out the window the whole way down there? Wild girl over there.
No.
Yeah, but you thought about it, though. Yeah, good luck storming the castle, you guys.
The brave bartender.
Lachlan, when you say that, he winks at you, but his eyelid does not go up and down. It goes left to right.
Okay.
And as you all make your way out, presumably you all want to make your way out, you do see, as promised, 3 brand new SUVs sitting there with keys in the ignition. Artem makes his way out and he's like, do you require drivers or would you prefer to do it yourself?
A professional driver, of course. I really appreciate these questions. However, let us get underway, please.
Alice has been trained in stunt driving. She is an excellent driver. All the Alices have been.
And then I look at the 3, Lachlan and Yana. And do any of you guys want to drive a car? I don't care.
I still have my license. I can't say that about anyone else here.
I've got a license.
Oh, you do?
Well, and then I looked at Artem. If they can figure that out, one of them can drive. If not, drivers, please.
I'll drive. It's fine.
He just looks at you, Viola, and he just says, "Good luck, my sister." You notice he's referred to you as a cousin up until now. This is the first time he's called you sister.
Just gonna take his hand and bow my head a little.
To the rest of you, I have my sincere hope you make it back here before the dawn. And he turns and goes back inside. For
As
the
we're
record, it's midnightish now.
As we're walking towards the vans, I'm like, so when did you get your driver's license, if you don't mind me asking? I mean, like, you already asked me, but
Is this your way of asking when I changed?
yeah.
It was a long time ago. Very long time ago. No, I make my trade is forging identities.
So it's fake ID?
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Wait, do you actually know how to drive?
Yes. No, wait. Yeah. No. Yeah.
V will go very deliberately into the other car.
Alice.
I'm going to hand Yana. You're not driving, right?
I mean, I guess we don't need 3 cars, right?
Probably not. I told you could hold this and just.
Oh.
You do know there are 12 hostages, so if you are successful, you probably do need all 3 to get them all out.
Oh, right,
Unless
right,
you
right. We're
yeah.
getting the other people. Right. Okay, then I guess I am driving.
You are driving?
Yeah.
Okay.
We
I
need
will
the
give
other
you
car.
this once we get there. Okay?
Sure. Yeah.
Very good.
Are the keys
So-
just like in the car?
Yep, the key. They're running with the keys in the ignition. So Alice is driving one car, Lachlan's driving one car, Yana's driving one car. So important point of clarification: which car is Viola riding in?
Viola's, I assume, riding with Celeste and V and Alice.
I want to get in the car with Yana.
Oh,
Shotgun.
I'm tired of being a third wheel.
My lady, you a third wheel to no one. And Dana, which car are you gonna get in?
The one that has the least amount of people in it.
That would be Lachlan. And there's a dog in Lachlan's car.
All right. Yeah. Please, just don't kill us.
You're a gangrel, right? If a car accident killed you, I'd be shocked.
That's right. Yeah.
Is you all make your way out into the night. Although the world of darkness is this world, everything that is true about this world is true about that world. The gas station on the corner exists. The movie theater on the corner exists. City Hall is City Hall, with 2 primary differences. Monsters are real and traffic is light. So
fiction. We love fiction.
Fiction.
Evan.
That part is harder to believe than the monsters, to tell you the truth. However, as you are making your way down, there is a moment when Viola and Yana are alone in their car.
And I'm just like, trying to be as, I don't know, professional as possible. When Celeste and V were talking about how Alice was like a trained stunt driver, I'm just like driving this big ol' SUV.
So you've always drove.
I mean, yeah, it's hard to live in the city if you don't drive. I mean, I took buses and stuff for a while before I could buy my car, but
You're new, aren't you?
I thought it was pretty obvious.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Guess sometimes it's nice to see. A bit sad.
I mean, it is what it is, take life or what comes after it as it comes. Try to.
And it's been, I guess, hasn't been that easy, with everything that's gone on. What a time. What a time to be turned.
Evidently. I just get all the good stuff right in a row.
Well, let's see if we find anything interesting at this place for you.
I'm just glad to help, I guess.
very good. I really appreciate it.
Sure. And she's just like very awkward, like,
Viola is gorgeous, but there is something slightly unnerving when she looks at you. Like it's not so dissimilar, like from how a snake looks at a mouse, no matter how nice her smile is.
yeah, I'm definitely doing the like, I'm keeping my hands at 10 and 2 and keeping my eyes on the row.
And she's very intensely looking at you. You know?
Yeah, it's like reach over, turn up air conditioner. In V in Celeste's car, what are V and Celeste talking about here? As Morning Allison has not made a peep since you mentioned two of the other Allisons potentially coming back.
I feel like I've been out of character for quite a while. I have this confidence now that, we're going to get 2 more Alice's back, maybe more. But it seems that we should probably make allies.
Absolutely. V's lounging back. He says, well,
Hashtag act natural.
Several days prior, we were in gutters and sewers and running for our lives, and now we are an armored escort. I think that things are going well. I would encourage you to not forget your lineage, not forget your birthright. All will be well. We will be well.
I have that thing now that my clients have told me about, this
post-traumatic stress disorder.
Also that, yes. So we'll have to clean that up. Alice, take a note. I'm not now, later, after we...
I will make a note that you have found hope. Yes, good.
Yes, thank you. And we have to deal with trauma. That's another thing.
Extensively, ma'am, actually. But
yes.
that's no problem.
Alice, you're doing fine. Alice, you're doing
great.
fine.
We'll probably have to mind wipe some of the people who witnessed what I did. That's probably real.
You don't do that to me, do you?
We never have, Alice, and we won't ever. Don't worry. Keep
That's
driving.
not
Eyes
a
on the
thing.
road.
Kidding, Kay. Have you ever used that on me?
We adore you. So, these new people, I'm trying not to judge them. This is very hard for me. This whole thing is very hard, but you seem to connect with people. I hire people to do that for me.
And as a good leader, as I'm sure you are, you now will be able to learn to see the world through the eyes of another. And therefore, when you regain your lofted heights of power, we'll be all the better for it. But I would suggest that as we move forward, potentially curb your anger. Dare not your enthusiasm, however, for with 2 more Alice's back amongst you and amongst us,
I could get some sleep. Sorry.
Eyes on the road, Alice.
Yes, right.
The third time I have said this. Thank you.
Sorry. You're just both very beautiful. I apologize. Yes, I'm driving.
Doing wonderfully, Alice. Wonderfully.
Right.
Thank you.
It's Lachlan's got a little bit of a lead foot. He's going 90 on a surface street.
Well,
but okay.
keep up.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. People will just think we're politicians. No, we're good.
Exactly.
We're good. Yeah.
V. Our relationship, I don't know what it's going to look like after this. And then I just pounce and I just make it. I don't even finish my sentence. And I'm just like,
enthusiastic, yes.
You guys see their SUV like swerves slightly, but keeps it on the road. Well, meanwhile, Lachlan and Dana, as you are driving, Dana, you hear Achilles is like, yeah, so it's not so often that I have to bite the people, for the most part, my master, he has a good way with the words, and then when I do the biting, then, usually he does the other fightings and it's okay. But it fills me with a lot of conflict though, because on the one hand, I enjoy the biting, but on the other hand, he's like, no, we should not hurt the people. And, I don't know how you feel. How do you also enjoy the biting? Because I feel like you do.
Oh, I do. Any chance I can. But wait, Lachlan doesn't like the biting, the fighting, the what are you talking
What
about?
the hell is my dog telling you? As he
Oh.
glances over.
And his ears immediately drop when you say that.
We're talking about animals. Just keep your eyes on the road. I mean, so just what's your reason for diving into this?
Are you talking to me?
Yes.
What's my reason?
Yeah, I thought because you doesn't mean me, because my reason is I go where my master goes. No, you're I will.
I was
chew on
gonna
my
ask
bone.
you next.
Yes. No, I will bow out of the conversation. I will enjoy the bone here. No, you please continue.
You're asking me why I'm doing this? Is that right?
Yeah, I guess we should all get to know each other or whatever.
There's some. Well, I recognized a few of the ghouls in the image, and well, I'm not really a fan of ghouling. I know that's you might find that hard to believe since there's one sitting next to you, but well, the truth is Achilles is a bit of a special case, and the ones in the picture, got mixed up in all this business and probably don't know what's happening to them and why they're being treated like this. So I'm gonna go get them out, see it done.
Okay. It's very nice of you.
Yeah. No, look, every time I tell a fellow kindred the way I like to think, the way I like to do things, I get the same goddamn reaction every single time. Oh, how sweet. Oh, it's very nice of you. You must be a nice guy. And it's the same thing every time. Everyone rolling their eyes or wanting to take advantage or wanting to make fun of me for it. And I know, I look at you and you're obviously made of iron. You're a gangrel that doesn't take shit. And I get it. You're probably looking down your nose at me right now, but this is the way I've done things for a while. So I make no apologies for it.
You talk a lot. Yeah. I was just trying to be nice, okay? I was trying.
Yeah, you'll get it one day.
She just growls back.
Lachlan, give me wits and awareness.
Yep. Awareness. Okay. Let's see if I.
Again,
two successes.
The most common role in my thing.
Two successes.
You see, as you come up on the address that you were given, it's a fire station in a big one. And you also see blue lights in your rear view mirror.
Yeah. Okay.
All of you do.
How many? Okay. So real quick, the moment I see that, I'm going to assess how many. Is it just one car?
Looks like it.
Okay. Am I in the rear? So I'm seeing them in the rearview mirror. So I'm in the back. Okay. I'll slow down. Start coming to a stop. I'll pull over.
I instinctively do the you have to pull over when there's
I wave at everybody. I don't know if anybody's gonna be able to see me doing this, but I'm waving at them to keep going. But
when Yana pulls over, Celeste sees it all, or Morning Alice sees it also, and she's like, "Should I stop? Should I go?" You are muted, ma'am.
Go.
She slows down slightly, but continues on. And after a moment, this the police car does pull up, but the cop doesn't get out.
Okay.
Viola.
Wait, they stopped? So we were the only ones that stopped?
No.
Well, the Lachlan stopped, and then Yana stopped.
Oh,
and,
Yana stopped. Okay.
And then Morning Alice, car number 3, kept going.
I mean, when you see the lights,
I'm
on,
waving
you
at them to
have
keep
to
going.
pull over.
Well, they were only pulling me over though, right?
Well,
they were behind me.
It was just lights coming up behind you. But yes, Viola.
Yana, I think you should just go.
Yeah,
just go. I don't know.
Okay.
On the gas.
Sure. And I'm just like, I thought I was supposed to be a very professional driver, but whatever you say.
Do you go?
Because
Yeah,
y'all are in front of
I would-
us, I believe,
Mhm.
right?
I
So the
would,
cops
I
are-
would bow to her knowledge of the situation.
As you should. Just kidding.
Give me one more wits and awareness, Lachlan.
All right. Yeah. Let's see. 3 successes.
It is very difficult to make out as the officer steps out and is silhouetted against the dark, and there's the high-powered flashlights and the flashing blue lights. But you definitely see them saying something into their radio as they get out and are approaching your car.
What's this? What are
Dana, he looks over and just goes, "Oh, let me talk to them. Let me just talk to them."
Lachlan,
Mhm.
this
Roll
isn't
that
your
by
first
roll.
rodeo,
Yeah, I rolled.
and you normally drive a van. Where would Achilles know he should go in the car? Should he stay in the passenger side? Should he get near a window? Like, I mean, what would he do by training?
He's in the back seat, keeping cool, probably next to Dana. Or Dana, are you in the passenger seat?
I assume you're muted, ma'am.
shotgun? I was in shotgun.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's in the back seat.
Shotgun with or without your head out the window, though. Hey, no.
She was ready. She was ready to like when she got bored.
Yeah, he's in the back seat.
Okay.
Keeping his cool.
You do see the officer walks up, definitely with their hand sort of. They pop the snap on the sidearm, but they don't draw it.
I rolled my window down.
You in a hurry tonight, sir?
Oh, yeah, you got me. I figured the back alleys, I wasn't going to have to get worried about speed limits and all. Sorry.
He leans over and he looks at Dana.
Yeah. Did you?
Can I help you?
Are you all right, ma'am?
We're in a rush.
Ma'am, have you been taking drugs tonight?
No, just
I'm gonna need the two of you to step out of the car, please.
Quirks an eyebrow.
He smells so good. I just wanted to.
Sure, yeah.
He steps out. Opens the car.
He looks through the tint on the back windows is jet black on these cars. So as far as you can tell, he cannot see Achilles.
I will say,
oh, by the way, I do have a dog in the back seat, a very large dog. Friendly as can be, though. So whatever you would like me to do with him, just let me know.
For now, leave him in the car, please. Just step out of the vehicle, please.
Sure.
He gets out of the car, closes the door behind him.
Were you with those other two vehicles?
The ones in front of me?
Yeah, they were the same make and model as your two SUVs.
They're employees of the same company. I wasn't actually going with them. We were all driving in the same direction. I don't know where they're going. I was actually headed home. Yeah.
Right.
We're leaving an event.
You hear he clicks the radio again. He's like, yeah, they're together. Up ahead. Morning, Alice says, so there's a fire station and there's now 2 cop cars that are in the way. And as you guys look out, you do see cops standing in the middle of the road, holding their hands out with their hands over the, have blocked the road and are holding their hands out. Ma'am, should I gun it? I don't know. Can I, that's weird. I mean, am I supposed to stop? I don't, I am not trained for this, Miss Steele.
I look over at V. Should we gun it?
I'm not worried about police, clearly, but if there's more of those hunters, oh God.
As far as you can tell, they're uniforms. I mean, it's all, the Inquisition takes many forms, but these look like uniformed cops.
Gun it.
Yana, you see from behind, up ahead, you see the cops, and they jump out of the way as the SUV, whoop, boom, hits right in the middle of the cop cars and blows them out of the way. Whatever the ministry has done to these SUVs, they are sturdy, and knocks them to the side. And the car goes screaming like another half block and pulls right up to the front of the fire station. And she's like, I don't know if I'm supposed to stop. Should I park here? Should I let you guys out? Am I supposed to make the block? I don't know. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't know.
Alice, you're doing fine. Relax.
She reaches, she like fumbles for a second and pulls out like a Desert Eagle pistol that you've given her. She's like, am I supposed to help? I'm ready to help.
I need you to circle the block. Just keep circling until you see us.
Right. Yes. Okay.
You're a getaway driver. Getaway driver.
Yes, I'm ready. Do you guys get out of the car? Yes. She immediately punches at the SUV like fishtails as she takes off. As Yana, you and Viola pull up as you see the cops are getting to their feet again as you guys speed by. What do you do?
How far away are we from the address?
The address
oh,
is
that
the
is
fire
okay.
station.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like we're going to have to get out.
Should I pretend I'm going somewhere else? Go around a couple blocks, see if they, I don't know, cut off. I could take I don't know LA, so I could take this street over here and then like come around the other way and see if they've got that blocked off too.
You can always make a turn on it, yeah, and
I mean,
there.
I'm sure trying to find parking will put us far away. So
okay, so I'm gonna. I mean, obviously they were in the same type of car, but like, is there any way I can make a turn before where the police are? They're obviously distracted, and just like try and be like surreptitiously like, I'm gonna go down this alley and then like go in a big circle and try to get to the fire station from the different side.
Gonna try and go around as they're getting to their feet. Perfect. Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Give me an unusual dice pool here of manipulation plus drive to drive natural.
Drive natural, everybody. Fly casual.
Fly casual, exactly.
Okay. 2 successes.
Perfect. You slow down and gently drive through this high-speed impact and kind of like make a turn and go past as Morning Alice is punching it down the street, like tires screeching. Meanwhile, back by the car, you see the cop still has his hand on his side holster and he points at you, Dana, and he's like, please come around to the front of the vehicle, ma'am.
I'm going to speak up and say something here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use chemistry level 2.
Mm-hmm. What are you going to do?
I'm going to induce a hallucination of somebody honking on a horn behind him. And
mortals are, of course, defenseless. So yes.
So it's a rouse check, though.
Mm-hmm. Do rouse.
So remind me how to roll the rouse check.
You're just going to roll one of your blood dice. If you succeed, nothing happens. If you fail, you get hungrier.
Gotcha. Okay. Let's see what happens. Do I get hungrier? Nope. Okay. So yeah. So as soon as, because I'm creating the hallucination, the audio hallucination.
Mm-hmm.
So in just like the smoothest way, at the same moment the horn goes, he just goes, "Is that a friend of yours?" And I'll point behind the cop. And then
when the horn goes off, it's like he jumps out of his own skin and like turns around so much.
When he turns around, I'm on him.
Yep. But what exactly do you do? Because he does take his eyes off of you. He does turn around.
I'm on him.
Yep.
I'm going to the moment I'm going to call upon the blood, and I'm going to grapple him.
Okay. Do you intend to bite him or just grab him?
I'm going to choke him out.
Okay. All right. Well, first, give me that rouse check.
Okay. 1 success.
Perfect. That is plenty. So your strength goes up. So you can give me your dex and athletics. Dana, when you see this dude turns his head looking at nothing and Lachlan just tackles him, what do you do, Dana?
I go to tackle or help, but I see that they're like grappling. So Dana just rushes over and just like kind of keeps a lookout and like watches, waiting to maybe tear into this person.
The moment I move on this guy, Achilles in the car lunges at the window and goes ballistic.
Is it time for me to do the biting?
Seeing me attack this guy.
Yes. No, opens the door. I will assist him. Opens the door.
So I get so my blood potence is 2. So I'm gonna add
with the new chart. That's 2 dice. There's 2 different charts out there, but you know, we're among friends. It's 2 dice.
Yeah, it's 2 dice. Okay, so this is going to be a brawl roll, I'm guessing?
Strength and brawl.
Strength and brawl. So 2 and then 2 more. Grapple this guy, choke him out. You better hope I succeed. 4 successes.
More than enough, Lachlan. You just right when he turns, you wrap him up easily. It's like go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. Right. Yeah.
Lachlan's fangs come out at this point, and he's just gonna whisper into his ear and he goes, "Sorry, mate."
It's Dana. About the time you get there, like, okay, we can. The dude slumps to the ground, unconscious.
I take his gun and toss it over a wall or wherever is nearby, and then I'm gonna go. I look at Dana, like when he looks over at Dana, he is all like, Lachlan has been so just like mellow as hell, but he's all business as he looks over to you and he goes, "I'm gonna get the dash cam." And he walks over to the cop's car and pulls the door open and rips out the dash cam.
What the hell is a dash cam?
It's this annoying piece of shit. And he just smashes it. Rips up anything he can find of a removable drive and smashes it. And then he's gonna make his way back over to the car.
Both Lachlan and Dana, give me wits and awareness.
Success.
3 successes. Man, I'm doing good with these dice tonight. Now that I've said that, I'm screwed though. So
it's true. Now you'll be cursed by hubris. You said it out loud.
Yep.
You all, as you rip all of this out, you look up and you can see approaching from downtown a police helicopter, spotlight on, coming this way. Meanwhile, Celeste and V, you all spring out, and here in the fire station, there is a bright, shiny fire engine. There is, the pole. There's everything that you would expect to see, but no firefighters.
Oh,
The
this
bay
is
doors
one
are
of those
open.
Sets. This is probably a set. And I would like to just go in and look
Cazador
around.
and ambush. Remember the Inquisition. What do we see around us?
Yeah.
Are the police? Are the officers approaching us?
Give me wits and awareness.
Excellent.
Ooh. What's a success and what's a failure?
If you're on numbered dice, 1 to 5 is a fail. A 6 to 10 is a success. If you get a 1 or a 10, let me know, because something different might happen pending the roll.
I got one. Go ahead, honey.
I have a 5, a 1, and a 10.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, I got a 1 and a success.
Perfect. That is actually okay. It's only really bad when you get a 1 and nothing else. If you get a 1 on your blood die and nothing else, then like good things for me happen, but not necessarily for you. V, you see outside the police have scrambled to their feet and have actually gotten down behind the wreckage of the 2 cars and drawn their weapons. Like they're down behind it, but they don't have a clear line of sight on you as you guys have kind of moved into the fire department. Again, you see there is this pole that goes up to the upper loft. There's sort of doors that kind of go to the left and right, presumably. This is a particularly big fire station, though. It looks like it's 3 stories, and you guys are in here on the bottom level. But everything is clean, everything is bright, but there is no sign of activity in here. To Celeste's point, it's not unlike a set.
I think that probably a little more of a subtle approach probably would have been ideal, but let's clean up whatever is out here and then make our way inside.
Well, we are right at the door, so maybe we should wait for our friends. And I look out, how many cops are there?
There were 2 cop cars that you saw. 2, as she punched through, the 2 of them dove out of the way. They're back up with their weapons drawn, but like still kind of down behind cover. You were aware that Lachlan was only about a block away. Lachlan, presumably your intent was to get in the car and start driving again after this, correct?
Yeah, that was originally the intention.
I will say you see that Lachlan's car is moving again, but the police car with the flashing blue lights is still sitting
those
there.
lights got turned off.
Oh, okay, right.
I don't
Right.
want. I don't want.
Got it.
I at least want to buy some time when that spotlight is searching around. Yeah.
Perfect. Then that you are aware that Lachlan's car is on the move. You do not see Yana and Viola's car. Although I will say in the midst of all of it, you saw them turn and go a different way.
I think that Dana and Lachlan and the pup, I think this is a good time for them to arrive.
Meanwhile, one other question, Lachlan. What did you intend to do with the officer's body?
He gets thrown back into the car.
His car, your car. Theoretically, he'll be trapped in the back. That's what it's for, to keep suspects. So
yeah.
Okay. Right.
So
excellent.
Yeah, lights off, smash the dash cam, and does he have a cam on him as well?
He does have a vest cam.
Tear that off and bring it with me.
Perfect.
And I'll smash that on the way back to the car. And,
Excellent. Yana and Viola, as you all kind of make the block and come up. This is a pretty big fire station. It seems like it takes up the whole block.
Oh, dang.
As you
I said, oh, dang.
as you come around the back, coming down one of these alleys, there is a big 18-wheeler parked in the back with what looks like a refrigeration unit attached to the trailer.
That's not a fire truck.
Anywhere to park?
Yeah, sure. I just like pull into the like fire truck driveway. I'm like not even trying. Like we're here. I don't know.
Well, I mean,
hopefully we won't be here long, right?
Right. And we can't see, like we're behind the building or okay. Well, maybe we sneakily walk around, see if
Yeah, is the refrigerator truck on or is it like
if you listen for it, it does have that low rumble that 18-wheelers have, because a lot of times they are left idling all night. Because it's more fuel efficient to leave it on than to stop it and start it. So there is kind of a coming from it, but you can't see anybody in the driver's seat.
Okay.
Well, let's take a look, shall we?
Yeah. Should we check the back or the refrigerated portion?
You think you can open it?
Maybe. I go around to the back and like, is it locked? Is there a lock on it or?
As you both kind of make your way around to the back, it is actually completely open in the back. And you can see there are rows of plastic bags that have been stacked up that are decidedly human-sized. And after a moment, a man comes around the corner with a clipboard and sort of lifts, and he's like, "Who are you?"
Who are
And
you?
I'm Leon. This is my shift.
What's up, Leon?
What is this, Leon?
You guys aren't supposed to be here. It's
a fire station. It's not like it's private property.
Can I do entrancement?
You absolutely can.
Okay.
He's human. You don't even have to roll.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So do you intend to make him feel good feelings or scary feelings?
I want him to feel good feelings, like he wants to answer all of my questions.
Hey,
Hi.
No, I didn't mean to be all harsh there.
I know.
So is he like zoning in on her? He's like,
Oh,
really,
1000%. No,
I'm
like,
just gonna
he's
hop
like,
up into the truck and like check things out.
Excellent. Give me, Yana, give me either wits or intelligence, whichever's higher.
Okay.
And either investigation or awareness, whichever's higher.
Okay.
Viola. He's just like, I mean, I'd heard that like firefighters always had the most beautiful women around, but wow, like I'm in the wrong line of work.
Probably. What is this? What are you doing here?
transporting stuff. They don't tell me what's in the bags. It's need to know basis. I don't have a high enough clearance.
Where is it going?
Out to the high desert.
Do you know why?
They don't really tell me why. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm like really important though. I am.
Leon, right?
Yeah.
Be
What's
useful.
your name?
Doesn't matter. Please be useful to me.
Anything.
I got a 2, by the way.
Okay.
So you have no idea what is in your truck and why it's going.
I mean, 2 successes, not a 2. Sorry.
Oh, so I know this, like there's the holding cells down in the lower levels, and it's only when they're done with them that they put them in the freezer, and then I take them. I know that, but that's classified. I'm not supposed to tell anybody that.
Oh boy.
Leon, and I'm just gonna.
Do you believe in love at first sight? I guess I don't. I've never felt this way about anybody, and I know this is like weird. And
Just gonna grab his hand.
He drops the clipboard.
Actually, can I see that? Pick it up for me.
And he hands it to you.
Do I see any names I recognize?
Same thing. Give me wits or intelligence, and manipulation or investigation, whichever is going to be higher.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Yana in the truck. You find a couple of receipts from burger joints and truck stops that seem to be going between LA, the high desert, and Vegas.
Okay.
Like that's the circuit this truck's been on.
I meant in the back, by the way.
Oh,
I was
standing
standing with Viola, and we were going up around the back.
Right.
And, yeah.
No,
sorry.
these are people.
These are people.
These are people.
Are the bags like, clear?
I will
or...
say, no, they are kind of a like a thick, like grayish latex. What's not clear if they are humans or if they're torpid kindred, because they would look the same from the outside. But
I saw the 12 images we had. Can I just pull one of the bags open or tear it open and see if I recognize the person as one of the people?
When you tear it open, it's nobody that is on that list.
Oh. And then I wipe my hands and jump back out of the truck, and I'm just like, these aren't the ones. These aren't the droids you're looking for.
What I will say is, you do notice that this person is a young, clean-cut, good-looking guy, and he is clearly wearing a uniform that has a logo on it. It looks like this with a crown on the top of it.
Okay.
Doesn't look like anything to me.
Interesting, Leon. Very interesting. I got 3 successes.
They're all criminals. 3 successes, you saying? I apologize. What exactly were you looking for?
On the clipboard.
Just to what you get out of the clipboard?
Yeah, if anybody I recognize or
none of those 12 names are on there. However, you do notice there's about 25 names.
Well, Leon, I suppose you have work to do.
I mean, I could take a break if you'd like to go get a bite or something. I just
None. No. You have work to do. Tell me, Leon, do you know who hired you?
I work for the government.
Right.
I'm very important. Don't let it fool you, the fact that I'm the one loading the truck. I mean, I have a lot of pull around here.
Fascinating. Yana, did you find anything?
Not ours. I mean, not the ones on the iPad, at least. And I'm just like ignoring this guy now. Like I've kind of seen this sort of stuff before. I know that he's in control, as it were. I mean, he's being controlled.
Where is the door? Is it open?
Yeah.
To get in, like into the building?
I could give you my key card. Otherwise, you won't be able to get through.
Very good. Very good. And just pat his head.
He's like, hey, some of the dudes that are down there are not as cool as me, though. Like, if they catch you trespassing, like, they might be like, they get a little shooty. Like, I don't want to scare you or whatever, but I don't want you to get hurt because I love you, like, a lot.
Leon, get in your truck. Okay.
The back or the cab. You could come in the cab with me. Like I could. I'm
gonna turn and walk away.
Are you just gonna leave?
Do you want me to stay here? Do you want me to stay here? That's
Is that gonna wear off, that thing you did, or is he just gonna be in love with you forever?
You would know you got him for a few hours.
I mean, maybe he'll sit in the cab and think about it for a while. I don't know.
Is that what you'd like me to do? Sit in the cab and think about you? Because I could do that.
You know, he could be useful later. Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Leon?
Yes.
Don't tell anybody you saw us, okay? Our little secret.
Okay. I'll be there and I'll wait. Okay, I love you like a lot. And he does goes and get in the cab. Lachlan, as you and Dana are pulling up, you do see police down behind their cars with their weapons drawn. That basically means they have their backs to you as they have their weapons pointed at the fire station.
Is the fire station surrounded?
So far, there's only the two cops. You're aware that the helicopter's heading this direction, but so far there's only the two units.
Is there any other way into the fire station?
Theoretically, you could come around back.
Yeah, we'll drive past these two cops and go around back.
I will say, as you come around to the back, you see this guy staring at Viola, just like reaching to get into the cab of the truck. And just in time to hear him be like, okay, no, really, like, I've never felt this way about anyone.
When we reach the back?
And close the door.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yes. You see that as you all pull up in your...
Oh, so it looks like they're exiting then? They're not going into the fire station?
You see Yana and Viola are standing kind of up. You know, there's like that lip where 18-wheelers have to back up to. Like they're up there on that landing. You see this guy walk out and get into the cab of the truck, pledging his undying affection to Viola as he does.
Do we see the SUV?
You do. You do.
I'm just gonna like...
Are you waving at us?
Yeah, like, come on.
He glances up behind the steering wheel and looks over at you, Dana, and just says, all right, come on, boy.
Yes, good, finally. Yes, it's a good day. I will do some biting and defending the master. Yeah. He does come out with that German Shepherd trot, moving up the back as you all go in the back of the fire station. Meanwhile, up front, V and Celeste, you hear footsteps approaching from inside the building.
Instantly, I'll try to go around in a cover instead of sight.
I mean, you are very fast, V, so it's almost as quickly as you can think of it. You're like, kind of back. You are muted, Celeste.
Wait, and I'm just standing there, and like,
I'll kind of come on.
I follow.
It's just like gone. Wait, here I am. And then you run over there and the door opens and you see two men wearing what looks like SWAT armor, carrying riot shields and batons that have an electrical charge on them, kind of come out and they look and they're like, we don't have eyes on them. We'll look around. What would you two like to do?
Oh, Celeste. This really shouldn't be much of a problem if these are just normal humans. but with the Inquisition and potential hunters, I think we have to remove them from the board.
I'll follow you.
Fantastic.
What would you like to do, V?
I would like to rush forward and use fleetness I'd like to rush forward and use blink. And with that, instantly go through to the distance and make an attack on one of the characters in SWAT armor.
To use blink, you have to make a rouse check.
Yes, sir. So with that, I would just roll my current.
I'm just
hunger.
going to roll just one blood die. And if it's 1 to 5, it's a fail. If it's a 6 to a 10, it's a success.
All right. Well, on my Apotheosis Studios Storyfire dice, that was a 1.
V, as you turn and look at these two guards and feel the blood rousing as you are about to blink over and dispatch them, the beast rises up inside of you and its claws burrow into your brain, and you hear it speaking to you. Woo-hoo, V! Yes, baby! This is who I created you to be. Yes, it's time to perform. Time to paint the walls with these bastards. You ready? You ready, V? You ready? Let's put on a show, baby. Let's put on a show. Woo! And you are right over there behind them, V. Literally faster than they can conceive of. You can go ahead and roll your attack, V. Strength and brawl. What is Celeste doing during this?
I'm going to be preparing for when they turn. And I want to be behind V because I don't want to get anywhere near those things. I'm preparing to mesmerize.
Perfect. Humans are defenseless against mesmerization unless they have some of that hunter equipment. What is your command that you would issue?
Drop.
Because with mesmerism, it's basically a short instruction that they will follow to the best of their ability.
And would I know that it's like once they follow it, they come back to consciousness, or
you would know that, and they will know you did it to them. There's a specific ability called rationalize that true monsters have, where they never know what's happened to them. But for you, they will do it, and then they'll be like, why'd I do that? Basically, but they will do it.
Go outside and fix your cars.
Perfect. However, V, what'd you get there in that attack?
So I got a crit, and the rest were not successes, but I rolled 2 1s as well.
That is actually okay in this scenario because Celeste, as you step out from behind these boxes and they turn and look at you, V's just behind one of them and he's not fixing anything. It's just and the guy just slumps to the ground as you're like, go fix your car. And he's like, yeah, it has been making a weird squeaking noise, and turns and just walks out of the fire station as the other one hits the ground.
Oh, did they just follow Alice's car around the block? Are they that stupid?
I'm not sure what they're doing. Maybe they're forgetting they're vampires. I'm not quite sure what's going on here.
At that exact second, a door opens and you see Lachlan, Yana, Viola, and Dana inside holding a key card.
Yep. Oh, I'm glad you guys aren't dead. Well, more dead, I suppose.
I actually did forget I was a vampire, so.
Are you a vampire, though, actually?
I mean, I don't know. We could check.
Let's check the basement. Come on.
Is you use this ID card to open it up. Yana, do you have any ranks in technology or computers?
I do have technology.
Give me intelligence plus technology.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a jack of all trades. I got so much shit.
A number of skills.
2 successes.
Is you were start making your way down this staircase, you see a panel on the wall and you think you could probably essentially send a distress signal to like a different part of the compound. Like you think you could probably send some of the guards away.
I don't say anything to anybody. I just hang back, and like look at the like take a look at the thing. Is there like, can I see like where people are arrayed like around the compound, like how many people we might run into if I don't? Or
you can tell there is about 5 more people that are 5 guards that are in here, and you can tell the captives are all on the lowest level, which actually this thing goes 3 stories up and 3 stories down. So the 3rd story down into the ground is where the captives are.
She looks at it and she's like, I could probably do this, but then she's like, I kind of want to see what my fellow people are made of. So she just like, you know,
and do it on hard mode.
Doesn't and catches up with the group.
First of all, I love it. Second of all, this is why nobody likes thin blood. As you are making your way down, Achilles starts whining. Dana, you understand. He's like, they are in the stairwell. They are ahead of us. They are waiting at the bottom. They are doing the trap down there, I think. You are muted.
Right? Oh. Oh, I was just like, what are you talking about? There's a trap. You can see it?
Yeah, yes. No, don't you smell the people down there? I smell the gun oil. I know it every time. It's like they are down at the bottom of the stairs. I'm telling this to the Lachlan, but he doesn't understand me. That's okay, so.
I do have Animal Kid, so if I feel like he's in a bit of... Okay, and
Dana understands him clearly, that he's like, they're at the bottom of the stairs. It's a trap. You
okay,
were like,
I mean, I've had him for, I've got Animal Kid. I've had him for a while. So if he is having a bit of a freak out, I'm going to come to a stop and squat down and just get a measure of his state. And if it looks like he's agitated, Lachlan will just say, I think someone's nearby.
Yeah, I think so too. What should we do? Do we wait for the others? Like, what's the...
Oh, you're all together in the stairs. I mean, everybody's right
okay,
there.
Your dog can tell that there's somebody nearby.
Excellent. There are people here. Let us go in and kill them. This shouldn't be much of a problem. We have people to rescue. Either this is Inquisition or not. If it's Inquisition, I'm going to be very honest. You all will die most likely. If it's not, we're going to be fine. I don't think you fought them yet. So we either can spring the trap and see what's here and find out if we've been set up by your friends, Viola, and our friends, I hope, or this should be a walk in the park. Please, if someone can open this door, he's going to take his blue fingernails and start tapping on the door.
Wait. I grab his hands. Now, Satine is having a hard time remembering things that the people we fought in the last game,
the hunters,
the hunters, their abilities. I would want to share that with our group.
The things you witnessed were the hunters were a lot of your mental powers did not work on them. They were stronger and faster than most mortals. Drinking their blood was a really bad idea, and they had very advanced weaponry. And I will say, in the time that you guys have been on the run and just survivors have swapped stories, some of them could do different things. Some of them could, not the ones you all faced, but they could make your discipline stop working, for instance. Some of them could command kindred to do things the same way you command mortals. The ones you guys fought were basically like shock troops, and were suicide shock troops, as the hunter detonated his own grenade rather than be taken alive by you.
Yeah. So you see, it is more complicated than we are expressing.
These hunters have literally one job. It is to hunt, and it is to hunt you. So either they are here and they will hunt you and they'll kill you again, or not. So if someone can open this door, we have to get our people and leave.
Nosferatu. Nosferatu.
Yeah. I took care of those cops that nobody else seemed like they were going to, for the record, but you're welcome. Great.
Thank you.
Yes, Viola.
If we open the door, can you slip in?
Yeah, of course. You want me to save some for you, or?
Yeah, we'll be. How about we just back up? We'll be back up.
Dana. If you want, I can probably get you down there with me if you want to, like, kind of make a date out of this. The two of us can kind of go snicky snack,
Maybe another time. But right now, we need to find these people.
Oh, I thought you would be into, like, messing up some honors. Okay, no, that's cool.
Oh,
That's
messing
cool.
up. Oh,
Yeah, messing up.
you're
Yeah,
talking about something else.
No, I mean, I wasn't done talking about something else, but no, messing up some hunters. Yeah.
God's sakes, man.
Hunters.
Okay, hold on a second. You ready? And you feel a reptilian hand wrapped around yours, Dana, and she disappears in front of you.
Oh,
Maybe
I don't have
let's-
to.
Let's do this smart, shall we?
I mean, in the spirit of cooperation, I could probably hide all of you if you all want to come down sneaky. I mean, don't get me wrong, I kind of want it to be just me and her, but it's better if
Everybody.
Okay, because I figured, like, if we miscalculate and we get killed, there's not gonna be a second date. So I mean, would the rest of you also like to?
Please be my guest.
And,
Thank
and
you.
the dog?
Yeah, dog too.
You can do that? Oh.
Yeah. No, I can do all kinds of stuff. No, it's like whatever. But yeah. Somebody open the door. I got you guys.
Okay.
And Yana, you are capable of opening the door. If you can override the lock if you want.
I'll do it. Yeah.
The moment you hear the door pop and you all swing it open, you don't feel like you disappear. You feel like he appears. You can see him and Dana. And he's like, gotcha.
Oh, that's jarring.
This is gonna make you hard to see. It's not gonna make you hard to hear. So everybody be cool, all right?
Real quick, I'm guessing the door being opened, that is going to, that there are people watching the door. Is that pretty
It's unlocked? It's not opened up.
sure? But like, my guess is there's people with drawn guns on the other side waiting for us to come through the door based off of what Achilles has been whining about.
A
Is that
solid
accurate?
assumption. Yes,
Okay.
Viola.
Then
Can I do? Sorry. Go ahead. You go ahead, and then I'll.
I was just gonna say, anyone unprepared and within eyesight of the vampire is eligible to experience the hallucination. So when the door opens, the door doesn't open though.
Nice. The door stays closed as it opens. Nice. And yes, Viola.
I would like to do Silence of Death.
You all notice the first indication you get is the click of Achilles' claws on these linoleum tile floors. And Viola sort of looks at him and everything goes dead silent. Even when you open your own mouths, you don't hear anything. And you open the door, but you don't, Lachlan, as you do see on the other side of the door, 3 guys with machine guns, very much like tuck up like MP5s, and then relax a little bit.
I need to make a rouse check for this.
Yes, please.
I roll nothing.
What?
I rolled the hunger die. Is that right?
Yeah. Oh, that's a fail. Got it. Right. Oh, Lachlan, me old boy. Look at you here, going to such great lengths to spare these mortal lives. My sainted lad. You know, your life would be so much easier if you just went ahead, ripped them open, drained them dry, picked up camp and moved like I taught you, lad.
At that point, Lachlan's finger is tapping the combat blade that he has underneath inside of his jacket that he hasn't pulled yet. Starts tapping it.
My boy, you know what you are. I don't know why you're putting on this mama's boss for the rest of these lot. They're monsters too, boy. They're monsters too.
I'm guessing my hunger goes up by 1. Is that what happens?
Indeed, yes. And the beast has a word with you.
Can I we're, for lack of a better word, invisible, and they don't react when we come in the door. I want to go towards them and wave in front of their face.
is you go forward and you wave and nothing happens. Lucas just says, don't get too far away from me though. I'd hate to see
Wait, but
that
can I
pretty
hear?
head get shot off. Oh yeah, no, actually you can't hear him. Silence to death. He's like,
Yep, can't hear a word.
Can I just like grab her like collar or something? Just like
V's gonna go up and he's gonna go behind, if he can, two of them, and kind of get ready to just choke them both out and either spring the trap if these are hunters, but apparently not because we're not being seen.
they look like regular people. As you all move down, there's just three guys with machine guns, very much waiting for somebody to come through the door. As you all very quietly and silently walk up, Dana, as you see V is kind of moving into position. What's Dana doing?
You know what, Dana? She loses a little bit of control and just starts to I would like to activate feral weapons and just prepare. My hands turn into just like claws, and my canine, like my fangs, are just like even bigger. There's a little more bestial features to me with my claws and my fangs.
Making with the
Lucas looks at you and is just like, oh, okay, yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
I like
and
business right now. Okay, we'll hang out later, maybe.
I like point at Lachlan. I'm like, can you do that? I'm like mouthing like.
Yeah, Lachlan will use chemistry and create the illusion of a jagged mouth of fangs and just goes.
As you all get into position here, I will say that again, they have no idea. As long as you don't touch them, they don't know because they cannot see you and they cannot hear you. So you get pretty much right up next to them.
Also,
I
don't think the illusion drops unless they see us specifically interacting with it. If we're invisible, I don't know if that counts.
So there's three guys. V intends to grab one. Dana intends to do one up. What does Viola intend to do?
There's three, right?
There's three.
I'll go behind one of the other ones.
Mm-hmm. And what is your intent? Because this is all kind of going to go down at about the same time here. So what do you intend to do?
Hold on.
Mm-hmm. There's a bunch of stuff to keep track of. So while you're looking, what is Celeste's intent here as everybody's kind of getting in position?
I feel like I would like to help Viola.
Excellent. Well, we're going to find out what Viola's going to do. What is Yana's intent here with this?
I am kind of just like, I haven't been this close to this many different types of vampires. So I'm just like really enjoying like seeing all the magic happen. And yeah, I think that like when I see people starting to get ready, like just straight up murder these people, I just like I go a little farther down the hall and try and like, I don't know, cover our rear. Like I don't want to see it.
Presumably out of the way of the machine gun should one of them manage to squeeze the trigger, correct?
Yeah.
All right. In Lachlan, what is your intent here? Is
I'm hanging back, but Achilles is definitely gonna have some chomp time, and he'll give him the command. He's gonna be like, longing, rusted, furnace, daybreak.
It's like his eyes get wide and then blank.
He's the Winter Soldier.
Yeah. Winter Shepherd. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, Viola. So what was it that is your intent?
So I want to stand in front of the one that's not being covered by V and Dana, and kind of like motion to Celeste, like maybe go behind, because I want to do Eyes of the Serpent when
Eyes of the Serpent. Perfect. What do your Eyes of the Serpent look like when you turn them on?
basically I blink and they're bright blue snake eyes. Yeah, very cool.
Is Celeste, you move behind, everybody gets ready. You see Lucas kind of stands over next to you, Dana, and just again admiring your claws, and he pulls out a very wicked curved knife. And he's like, I'll back you up, eh?
I like it. Thanks.
And he just like motions and makes sure everybody's ready and drops the obfuscate. And you see all of their eyes widen as you all pounce.
Appear in front of a closed door, which immediately vanishes in front of them as the hallucination shatters.
Yep. Immediately, V pummels this guy, Dana, teeth and claws. And the third one just looks at Viola and his eyes just widen. And he's like, but he does not move.
And I'll just look at Celeste. Go ahead.
So what I have done, and I've been waiting to use this for so long, my most expensive pair that I did not sell, but I turned into punch daggers, my Louis Vuitton. So it's like black on one side, red underneath, and I've just had it right here, and I'm just gonna
a Louis punch dagger.
I am
That's
so
right.
here for it.
Oh, Louboutin. Yeah.
Yep. Gives new meaning to red bottom. And the blood starts to seep out, which now I need all of you to roll your unspent willpower, which I don't think any of you have spent any willpower. So however many willpower dice you've got, this is all black dice. You don't roll any blood dice for your willpower. As the smell of Vitae fills the room, we have to see if it makes any of you lose control at the sight of it, because there's a lot of gore happening.
Right?
Wait, what are you looking for?
Willpower.
No, but what do we lose? Like, do we need successes or?
Yeah, you're just however many dice you've got for willpower is what you're rolling.
Okay, I have 4 and I
3,
got
yep.
1 success.
2, 1 success. How many for Viola? 2,
2,
4.
yeah.
How many for Dana?
I got
0.
I
got
failed
one.
all of them.
1. I crit failed, and I have 2 successes.
Oh boy.
And how many was that for? How many was that for Yana? Sorry.
Oh, I only have 1 success out of 4.
And Lachlan got 4, and Viola, how many?
I got 2 successes, 2 failures.
Yo, dog, yo. He made stilettos out of stilettos. That is true. Yeah. Everybody but Lachlan loses it. Even you, Yana, in a way that you are not accustomed to. It's just too much. Viola, you just watching this man die with his eyes locked, it just brings something out of you. And V, Celeste, Viola, Dana, and even Yana just pounce on these guys, ripping and clawing and drinking away at them. And Lachlan, you know why. You can smell it too.
Yeah.
And you even notice Achilles gets slightly anxious because I mean he's still a predator and that's still a lot of blood, but he holds because you hold.
He has an outstanding combat pool. So if there is anybody that is if there's anybody that's not getting tackled right now, he's gonna sick Achilles on him.
Oh no, all 3 of them are lit up.
Oh, okay.
No, they are eradicated and actively being fed on. Yana.
Yeah, I had headed down the hallway and tried to like turn my head away, and then I just like turn back, and I have baby teeth. So instead of like biting into somebody, I'm like licking their skin. I'm like licking off the floor. I'm just like immediately there.
Plenty to go around. Yana, you hear it's almost like it's off in the distance. Like somebody's talking to you from a long way away as you feel this tension in your heart and this pressure in your chest, and this just you must feed. You hear a voice say to you, "Oh, you're so beautiful. That's why I chose you."
And she's like too distracted by the blood to actually like look around for it, but definitely takes note. You know?
It just takes a couple of seconds, but you're all covered. Viola, your gown covered. Celeste, your fabletics, everything. Just it takes a second to, when you collect yourself, having fed and reduced all of your hunger to 1, unfortunately not 0, because they were mostly already dead and dying when you set upon them. But you all very much look like monsters.
I clean off my stiletto. Put it back.
Yeah. Lachlan will just be like, yeah, that's what there you all are.
Oh,
There.
don't act like you're any better. As I like
Who else
lick my
would-
teeth.
Who else would we be? Come now, let's find our friends and get out of here. Don't take the high road. Come on.
I'm
Looks up from one of the bodies like,
My sensitive lot, aren't we?
I'm like
Aren't
trying to wipe
we?
myself off. I'm just like,
I'm gonna say there's one last hint of those blue snake eyes as you're gonna regain composure, Viola. And you all open the door, and you see there is a holding room that has monitors up on the screen that is looking at every cell, and you can see all of the people that you're expecting to find are in here, including that torpid kindred that is just laying on a slab in their room. But you find something else in here. You find multiple shelves of personal effects. You find cell phones, wallets, keys, shoes. You find anything they kept over from destroyed kindred. In Lachlan, you see a keychain that one of your coterie mates always carried with a picture of the two of you, just laying on a shelf.
He'll walk over to it. I mean, he snatched it up in his hand and look down at it and be like,
"What's it look like? This picture, this little keepsake."
It's somebody, my coterie mate. He's hanging on my shoulder and acting like he's drinking beer, but it's an empty bottle, and it's like a goofy picture of him pretending like he's getting drunk. And I'm like slightly blurred, but you can tell I'm not amused in the picture. And Lachlan just looks at it for a moment and yeah, all right, all right,
yeah,
that's the way that's gonna go then.
You feel like there's probably at least a dozen's individuals worth of just stuff here that's kind of like categorized like an evidence locker, essentially.
Lachlan is going to, I mean, he, at this point, looking for mortal comforts, he finally pulls out a cigarette and he's going to just light up real quick and immediately start sifting through the wallets and start taking money out and shoving it in his pocket. Any he can get that's not like in front of everybody else. He's not going to try to take any of that, but he'll any like money he can pull out, he'll stuff it in his pocket and look around for the ghouls that he's here for.
They're here. They're in. Yes, Yana.
I will say
They're
that
his-
while
they're
he's
his
looking for
ghouls,
while he's
Lachlan.
looking for money,
Mhm.
I like, are there any like jackets or shirts on the like?
Absolutely.
She like strips off her shirt and like tries to like get the blood off of like her body, and then like takes someone else's shirt, and it's just like kind of grossed out by herself, and is just trying to clean up a little bit.
Blood is sticky and thick, and it is not that easy.
I walk by
Yana.
Yana and I just, as I'm walking by, I whisper, it never really comes out.
Get used to it.
However, you all can unlock the cells, and inside are the people that you expect to find. Viola, 3 of the members of your herd are there. Dana, another member of your pack, is in there. She's in torpor, but you realize she exists. Celeste, you got to redistribute the Allisons, but 2 of them are in there. V, your roadie, is in there. And as they all you all open the cage doors and they make their way out kind of bleary-eyed. It is clear these people have been subjected to advanced interrogation as they sort of make their way out of the cells. And the only thing left is a man who is laying that has a clear stake driven through his heart, laying in the middle of the cell. He's beautiful. But
I'll go to the roadie. I'll give him kind of a silent nod.
Hey, man, V man, I'm sorry. I held as long as I could, man. And I just
Tommy, it's not your fault. It's okay. It's okay. We're not going
want to
home.
tell him,
We're
man.
going someplace
tell
else.
him.
It's okay. We're not going home. We're going someplace else.
I didn't think I was ever gonna see you again, man.
It's okay. It's all right. It's okay.
You got any? You got any of the other guys back, man?
Not yet. But we will.
They hit the bus, me.
I know. It's not your fault. It's okay. Come on. Take a seat. I'll then.
What?
I'll then look at the other kindred, and I'll say, "Does anyone know this kindred in torpor here?"
I'll take a look at him. Does he look familiar to me?
Lachlan. Achilles starts whining.
Okay.
Like, and like sniffs at him, and then sniffs at Yana, and then sniffs at him, and it's like,
what? It's another. Oh, I see what you're telling me. All right. Hey, Yana, I think this one's going to be of certain interest to you.
And she like turns back from where she was trying to clean herself. She's like, I don't know them.
Who was Yana before all this happened?
She was a little like goth party girl, did too many drugs and, pretty much threw away her life recklessly. And then
Yana, you have seen this dude. He ran some like weird Hollywood Hills invitation only avant-garde eyes wide shut bullshit party. Actually,
I have seen him before.
That's the party you were at the night that it happened.
Oh shit. I'm gonna walk up behind her. Recognize this one?
Yeah, I guess so.
Let's bring him with us and you can have a nice conversation with him.
And she's like not taking her eyes off this guy, but like turns her like face towards you, like, yeah, sure.
Viola, were you given instruction around the torpor kindred? I would not take kindly to being transported while torpored.
You all do know, as kindred, if you pull the stake out, he will wake up. If you don't pull the stake out, he will stay just like this.
Let's leave him like this, I say.
Viola.
He looks peaceful.
Rude.
Why bother him?
They didn't specify, Viola.
Well, he looks so pretty while he sleeps. Why not just leave him like that? And look, he's planted a tree.
And he thunks the stake.
He looked pretty while he was awake too.
Less
Viola.
trouble if he's like this. We can take it out when we get him where we're going.
That's a very good point.
We don't
Viola.
have time for this. Somebody take him, leave the stake in.
Lachlan, you seem to like him how he is. You can carry him yourself. I'm going to take Tommy's arm and lead him out and wait for Celeste and the additional Alice's.
Viola.
I'm like petting them. I'm like, it's
Right.
okay, sweet.
Yeah, no, they very much are
Oh,
just
it's
like
You
shoulder
can
shaking,
You
crying.
can pick whatever daytime or nighttime Alice you want.
We never
get
let
out
me
of here.
see you again. Viola.
Morning Alice is driving around. She's gonna pick us right up.
Viola, your women are not crying. They are behaving like the Valkyries you trained them to be. And when they look at you, they just say, we stuck to the plan, man. We got the rest of them out. We held it. We're clear.
Just gonna like grab all of their hands. Okay. Good. Very good. We're gonna go. Okay.
They look at you doused in blood and they're like, are you okay? Do we need to?
Oh, later. And just smile, like good pets. Very good. But really, like after when they start walking, I just kind of want to like squeeze their shoulders. I don't want to show a ton of affection, but I am really happy to have found them and that they got everyone out.
They give you the nods, and yes, Lachlan. Mm-hmm.
I'll just ask the ghouls to help me, the ones that I've rescued, to help me carry this guy out.
They absolutely do. You know, they're happy to see you. They when they see you but not their master, they know what that means.
Yeah, Lachlan just says, after this, both of you piss off somewhere, right? Hide, stay low.
Yeah, we you know, the first couple of weeks it was good, but it's sort of like we came down, you know.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, we could roll with you. I don't know where you're going next, but I mean, we can't go back to what we were.
Hey, boys, we have some room here if you'd like to join us. You gotta like good music, but if you do, we're always looking for more members.
Tommy does say, I told you he's the best around, and they do pick this man up and start escorting him out. And as you all come up to the top of the stairs, you see Lucas is now back at the top of the stairs, and he's like, so minor problem. We're surrounded. SWAT's here. I think I can get us out though. But we have to go through the sewers. In here, having recovered your people and making an inglorious but ultimately successful escape into the night, and who knows whatever lay beyond it, possibly with even the tiniest bit of hope being restored to your lives, is a good place for us to stop.
Nice.
Bravo.
Yay.
Bravissimo.
Awesome.
Good stuff.
And I apologize. We ran a little long at the beginning. I was like, no, it won't take that long. Don't worry about it. And then you all are fascinating, and I didn't want to like rush anything.
Yeah.
So real quick, let's go around the horn, especially for hello, Europe. You're here. It's early now. And also hello, America. It's late here now. Tell us real quick who you all are and where people can find you. And I'm going to come back around the horn the other way, starting with Adriosa.
Hi, my name is Adriosa, or Adriana Cazador. You can find me online as Adriosa or Adriosa Gaming. I do video game stuff on my own Twitch channel, or cosplay stuff, sword fighting lessons, hiking pictures, all sorts of content on my social medias. But yeah, I also do TTRPG shows. So yeah, thank you again for watching.
I appreciate when you were like, Dana spent the last month out roving the wilds. I'm like, that's you. She's an actual ranger. Like, you should see her Instagram. Like, she leaves civilization for long stretches of time. And I'm like, I'm always like, please don't die. Great. Awesome. Excellent. Yeah.
I am protected. I'm a martial artist as well.
Perfect. Blue Jay.
Oh, hi, I'm Blue Jay. I'm a professional hot person. So you can find me doing that on Twitter at BlueJay_712 and on Instagram at BlueJay, amongst various other places that I won't mention for polite company's sake. And yeah, I hope to do many more RPGs soon. I actually been making a portfolio, and I've done over 41 different shows, campaigns, one-shots, and miniseries. So that's rad.
And Eric.
My name is Eric Campbell. You can see me at 16-bit Eric across all socials. I am primarily a game master and have been for the past 5 years. And you can usually catch me Monday nights over at Q Times. And we are getting ready to wrap up our 6-shot Spelljammer game. And that's where you can find me.
Also gonna find both Eric and Blue Jay on the Pathfinder game for Demiplane, coming in January. The Claw Firm. We don't have the exact date yet. You guys might see it in February. It's getting in the can in January though, but it's coming. It's announced.
It's coming.
Excellent. Miss Harley Kane.
Hi, my name is Harley Kane. You can find me at Harley Hero pretty much everywhere on the internet. And yeah, I am a Dice Fairy TTRPG nerd, cosplayer. So yeah, hope to see you guys around.
It's again, yeah, get you a girl that can do it all, and apparently we got a bunch of them here. You know, this is a real coterie. I would survive the apocalypse with you guys. Jamison.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jamison Stone, founder and CEO of Apotheosis Studios. We make awesome TTRPG books, video games, and so much more. Good God, it's amazing to play Vampire again. I came up on Vampire, a bunch of others, so I'm super stoked about it. But we're here for GaryCon. Satine, do you want to tell people what they can expect?
Oh my God, I almost forgot.
GaryCon this year?
My husband Jamison, he and I are having our wedding ceremony at GaryCon on the 24th of March. We haven't actually announced that really.
We are right now.
You heard it here first, folks.
So
you heard it
show
here
up.
first.
It's that Thursday at GaryCon. We'll be live, and it's going to be a massive party. Come in costume or not, it's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, everybody, literally everybody's welcome. So come participate with us. And if you have seen us around, you probably know that we are obsessed with Dungeons and Dragons. I am the host of Game Master Tips. Satine Phoenix at Satine Phoenix everywhere, but go to satinesquest.com. We have 2 events coming up, one in January at the Wentworth Mansion in South Carolina. This is fully immersive, all-inclusive luxury travel gaming adventures. And then we have one coming up on a cruise that is May 29th for 7 nights, and it's unlike anything anyone else is doing. Come adventure and go on excursions with us.
Excellent. And last, I guess, last, it can't say last, but not least when you're talking about yourself, but I guess that leaves me.
And last but not least,
thank you. Yes, it's Ghost when I say it, not when you say it. I'm a person that gets to play with the most incredible people on the interweb. So thank you all for taking the time out of your Saturday night. Again, I am TV's B. Dave Walters as of yesterday. Invitation to party started on G4, which is bananas. You've done a little bit of Vampire in my time, and word is I'm probably going to be doing more in the near future, but that will have to wait for another time. So thank you to GaryCon for having us here. Thank you to the European fans for tuning in. That will be it for now, but I'm sure we will see you all again soon. Thank you to Casey in the background for keeping us all on track, and you all have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye.
Thank you, B. Dave.